This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. And nothing breaks like a heart. And nothing breaks like a heart.
I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Don't tell anyone, or you'll be just another regret. Yo.
Looks like another club banger. They better hang on when they throw this thing on. Get a little drink on, they gon' flip for the sake on shit. You can bank on it. Pedicure, manicure, kitty cat claws. The way she climbs up and down them poles, looking like one of them woody cat dolls. Trying to get back to my drawers. Stepped up stage, didn't think I saw her. Reached up behind me and she's like, yeah. I'm like, I know, let's cut to the chase. No time to waste, back to my place. Plus from the club to the cribs like a mile away. I'm more like a palace, shall I say. And plus I got a pal at the gallus game. In fact, he's the one singing the song that's playing.
In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea, and he told us of his life in the land of submarines.
Don't act like you forgot. I called a shot. Like blah, blah, blah. Pay me what you want it. Don't act like you forgot. Bitch, better have my money. Bitch, better have my money. Pay me what you want it. Bitch, better have my. Bitch, better have my. Bitch, better have my money.
Then you're left in the dust, unless I stuck by you. You're a sunflower, I think your love would be too much. Or you'd be left in the dust, unless I stuck by you. You're the sunflower, you're the sunflower. Oh, I was a king under your control. And oh, I wanna feel like you've let me go. When your heart is
I know, you see, somehow the world will change for me and be so wonderful. Live life, breathe air. I know somehow we're gonna get there and be so wonderful.
Cause you're the next Drew Barry. I want more.
What's going on here? I mean, it's like as soon as I was about to jump on the mic, we have Twitter going up, we have Tesla collapsing. All right, what's up? What's up? What's up, though? Anyway, sorry, I was letting Dex Live. We're going live. Wow, okay, that's out of nowhere. So Twitter, we do have a little, well, let's get this collapsed here. Twitter is halted up. Thank you for putting that out there. So Twitter, let's see here. What do we have overall with Twitter? It says a Tesla CEO Musk said to propose Twitter to proceed deal with 50. Let's see here. Until that's on, of course, Thinkorswim, they just put this out as well. So Musk to propose to Twitter to proceed with deal at 54.50. Cool, or 54.20, I should say. Elon, what is his deal? Why does he want Twitter so bad? I'm just still like, why does he want Twitter so bad? I'm trying to figure out why he wants Twitter so bad. I guess we'll figure that out. Maybe it is it, and maybe has he said why he wants Twitter? Because I'm really lost on why Elon Musk wants Twitter so bad. I'm really lost upon that. And then going over to Tesla. Hold on a sec there, team. He wants to shut it down, yeah, right? Yeah, nothing. I was wondering if Tesla just came out with something, and no. Just dumping. So thank you there, Treetop Josh, for that alert. Thank you, Prince, there for that alert as well. He wants to shut it down. I mean, this is nasty. Maybe he wants to shut down Tesla, too. Maybe that's why, because his deal's that has to be why. So the deal's going through, but why does that affect Tesla so much? What? I don't know. I'm just lost anymore. And at least this much, Tesla's going on a tremendous dumpola. Oh, this is awesome. Well, if anyone was short on Tesla, you just made like millions of dollars. I mean, if anyone had puts on Tesla, wow, they're up lots of money right now. Yeah, exactly, Prince. I thought he's already done a lot of that, though. I thought he's already sold a lot of his shares. Has he not sold enough? Like, Elon, what is Elon spending money on anyway? This is what I want to know. Does he spend his own money, like, on, like, the aircrafts that go out, are they not funded by something? Does he fund them himself? I'm like, where does his money go that he makes? Like, I thought he sold, like, millions and billions of dollars worth. I know he's going to have to, but I thought he's already sold enough. Prince, I thought is that not the case? How much does he not have enough? Like, what does he need to sell? Like, what, I'm just kind of lost with that guy. I really am. He's kind of smart, but he's kind of special. Like, what does he want to do with Tesla? Well, I mean, just with the Twitter. Oh, well, to each their own. If he wants to do it. Kind of reminds me of like when Justin Timberlake paid like, and I know it was probably the worst, and I wish someone's interviewed him recently and asked him about it, when Justin Timberlake paid like $10 or $15 million to buy MySpace. I literally was like, what did you just waste 10 or 15, that 10 or 15 million dollars could have fed so many people, or especially so many dogs. What are you doing buying freaking MySpace? Tim, I don't think he does, man. I think that dude sees, I don't know, man. Because Teslas, I don't know if you guys have Teslas. Although, I don't know if you've kind of seen recently how many terrible reviews have come out on Teslas. I've seen so many people that are like, buy Tesla. Their Teslas are I mean, it's a way to make a way for them to make a lot of money. But, you know, in cars with like electric, like that's not as of right now, not a foreseeable future. All those cars are junk. Everyone that I've known that's had a Tesla has left them. And just my 2 cents on Teslas even. The cars are POSs. Everyone knows when they talk about Jeeps, I'm like, my Jeep at least gets 400 miles till I have to refill it, and then it has lasted 100,000+ miles. I had a Jeep last 170,000 miles without an issue, and I traded it in. So I'm like, come on now. What do you hear, G. Calante? S&TI broke $4, up 65%. Looks overextended on the day. Let's go up to S&TI. S&TI is up 65%. Why isn't it hitting my board then? Man, this is one thing I don't like about Trade Ideas recently as well. This is what's going on with Trade Ideas. Why is this not hitting Trade Ideas board? That is really odd. I will say that. Like that should be hitting our board for sure. S&TI, the float's pretty small on it too, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's 25, 30 mil. So I don't know why that's not hitting today. I could have swore this is hit before S&TI. So definitely, regardless, it's kind of why I'm trying to figure out why it's not hitting instead of just breaking it down. Sorry, but it gets on my nerve. Like, why is this not working? We should be looking at these tickers. I've noticed that with Trade Ideas, there are certain times where Trade Ideas just is not picking the ticker up. Groot, we're not doing that now. Come on, let's go lay down. Nope. Groot, not doing it now. Sit down. Come on, sit down. There's no one even out there. You probably saw a leaf flipping around, and you're like, yes, it's a leaf. I got a bark, Dad. Play this wedge overall. That's the wedge that you want to see for the, of course, the squeeze up, right? Well, now that the wedge is broken and we've squeezed it, what you do want to maintain, though, is this trend. Now, if you're thinking about shorting it, I know what you mean, and it's overextended, and this is where I've seen it recently. That's why it's not even on this anymore. Why is this? See, I don't know why today it's not showing up, because yesterday we were going over all these. These are just recent plays in the mid-candle breakout setup, FNGR, ATXI. They're not even mid-candle breakout setups, they're just continuation plays, short squeezes, liquid trap type plays. I would be careful shorting each and every one of these plays. Yes, I think there are good shorts to be had, but overall, you can tell when these plays get moving. What was the one from yesterday that was moving? Oh, I forgot the one from yesterday now that was moving all day long, team, and I was saying the same thing. Was it ATXI? Nope, that wasn't it. It still kind of cracked off at the end. Oh, what was the one moving? Sober. Was it Sober was the one moving yesterday. And there were decent shorts to be had up top, right? But there was never a big long short, big long live short overall. So just know that with S&TI, it reminds me of those plays overall. S&TI. There we go. Let's go back to it. So if you're going to get shorts on it, I would say watch for short live shorts. Probably until we get back under $3, I don't think you're going to see, and I know that's that's $1 away. I think that's when we'll start dumping back down. I think we could easily hold this $3+ area, 330-ish area, and still be able to push. So I would say short-lived shorts for S&TI. If you're looking to go short, I would look for a bounce play off of somewhere around this 350-ish to 355 area. That's the low area. The top area to look for a bounce is going to be this 375 to 380 area. Building a flag as of right now. So short-lived shorts, so $4 crack back down to 380. Possibly you get back down to, say, 350. That would be your short-lived short. Look for a bounce play down there. Now, somehow we do get weak and this gets bearish overall today. As we've seen, it's like they take their terms. Like tomorrow, I could see ATXI or FNGR, which today, actually FNGR ran yesterday. Today, it collapsed back. Today was a good short, actually, finally. And it's like this, We don't see stocks that run, which this didn't run yesterday. It was just kind of, up and down, and almost sideways. This is when we have seen these shorts. Kind of reminds me of, what was it, what was yesterday's play that, now I can't even remember yesterday's play that I just brought up earlier. I just went over those in this morning's sessions, but the play up, VSAT, thank you, VSAT. I remember that in my head, finally hit me, VSAT, great short opportunity, right? But now today, I wouldn't short VSAT. In this setup, compared to this setup, come on, right? Where we're spike, and then we just start dumping back on down. There's a difference between spiking straight up versus maintaining, kind of the staircase. This is more of a squeeze mode that we haven't really squeezed yet and continue to pop. This is just straight up where, once you start cracking levels, there's only, down to go. Now, again, I didn't think we'd get all the way down to 38.5. I kept alerting it down to 38.5. And I'm like, geez, okay, if we crack this, we're going to this. We crack this, we're going to this. I honestly thought this may get to around this $40 area at bottoms, $40, and would bounce back up and would come back. Again, that's where you go back to, a lot of the time we do our best to predict what we're going to see in the market, and overall you're generally going to get that. It's about being as right as you possibly can most of the time. So with this one, S&TI, I would just say be careful moving forward with this ticker, trying to short it and saying it could be a long-lived long today and short-lived shorts, really. Let's see here, what do we got? Back through... Twitter now halted down. I'm not surprised. I would be careful with Twitter right now. I'm gonna go back over to, what was the other one? Tesla. That's right. Duh. These two plays. A little too dramatic for me right now. You guys talk about Kathy Woods. Every time y'all bring up Kathy Woods, I don't know why I was bringing up. I think of Kathy Bates, and then I think of Kathy Bates and Waterboy for some reason. I have no idea why. G. Calante shorted at 425, 1K, let's see, on it, cover 410 at S&DI scalp. Okay, gotcha. There you go, G. Calante. Not bad, G. Calante. Definitely short-lived on it. All right, cool. We're ready to rock and roll, and we are. Sweet. All right, so we're all caught up here. Tesla, awesomeness. I don't want to say too sometimes with that, it would be like, taking the path of doing the opposite of what Kathy Woods does. I know you think some guys have said that. I think about Kramer in chat and how that guy still has, is up and around, and we've seen that for years now, how he still has a platform, and then secondarily, why on God's green earth isn't someone doing the opposite of what he always predicts and says, because you should be doing that. SPY, not SPY, but Tesla just continuing to dump right here, team. The SPY is just dumping on down. Not SPY, but Tesla. Tesla is continuing to crack here, team. Tesla may just start dumping back under 457. No, I'm all over with these numbers right now. 247. Come on, AK, get your crap together. I mean, this is kind of blowing my mind. Maybe he's selling his shares. Maybe it's going to come out in a minute, and they're going to be another file form that comes out of whatever that is, 13 AC. I don't know what the file form would be of that he's selling some shares, because this is a crazy sell-off right now. Almost $10 in a matter of 3, 6, 9, 12, about 20, less than 20 minutes here, team. We are seeing almost just over 15 now, essentially. We've seen a massive sell-off right around $10. So lows are around 246, highs are around, over $10 sell-off, really, from that quick little spike and high, and then the Twitter news came out. But again, I thought he'd had enough money to be able to do this. My mistake. I did not know. Let's see, BC Man, nice to see. How we doing? My time in sales still has a transaction trickling through on Twitter. What up with that? Let's go to Twitter real quickly. Sorry if you hear any banging outside. I have none right now. So right now, okay, maybe I do. I did have one at 11:18:47, but that's definitely after the halt down time that y'all alerted. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I just had another one. I do too. I don't know. BC Man, I have no idea. I've never seen that before. If someone can actually explain that to me, and then go ahead and do some explaining. Got some explaining to do. I do have some time and sales rolling through right here. So look at that. I just had another one come through. That's pretty odd. So I have no idea exactly. I've not seen that before, why stock is specifically halted down as we are right now. So Twitter shares halted on code pending, news pending. That's what I thought it would be, and is. I've never, and just had another one share trickle. It's one share. I see another one share trickle through. What is going on here? Yeah, it's Love Chip. I mean, I guess they're just halted on, supposedly, because it says reportedly, I guess they're trying to make sure that's what he said, and that they're moving forward with the deal, and maybe because Tesla is seeing a big sell-off, and they're seeing if he just sold a ton of shares to buy. I have no idea, man. I'm lost. After 2020, that's why I stick to just what I know. I don't know what's going on right now, and I feel scared. I am scared. I might go hide under the desk in a minute. Sirens going to be going off, tornado drill, hurricane drill. I don't think they do that for hurricane. I don't think you'd want to get under your desk. That'd be more for an earthquake. All you Californians out there know what I'm talking about. That was my brother. He out of those drills. Mine were actually, we go in the hallway. And I'm like, hallway? I'm going in this big gust wind tunnel? You're going to put us all in a hallway to go fly away together. Is that what we're doing? This was proved to be the safest route in a tornado is let's go in the hallway and huddle over our heads. Someone was an idiot. There's no way that helped. Maybe it did. I don't know. Maybe that does. I have no idea. But I was like, why are we going in the hallway? We're not going to hide in the corner, up against walls and stuff. It just feels like wind tunnel. I'm going to get sucked right out of this joint. Sorry, team. I always thought that was confusing as a kid. I'm letting the frustration out now. Love Chip, you're good. You're good, Love Chip. Love you guys. Let's see, Paula. Let's see. Was talking about Tick Trader. Is that just was talking about Tick Trader. Is that just for funding? I honestly have never heard of Tick Trader. Is that everyone's starting to do that now? Umar started his Tradezilla or whatever the heck it's called. I don't really think it's called. Could be called Tradezilla, which is cool because I got Godzilla now. Tick Trader by Trader. Professional trader never trades their own funds. We mobilize. Oh, okay. So I think. Let's see here. We mobilize our capital to allow you to focus on the markets with confidence. Starting your trading journey can be challenging, and they spelled that wrong. And injecting your own savings. I don't know if I trust. They can't spell challenging, right? I'd have to go. There's 2 L's, 1 G. 2 L's, 1 G. I've never heard of this before. I'd have to look into it a little bit more. Again, though, I will say right off the bat, never the best thing when you do see they have a word misspelt. You know, that's not the best of thing. You're on, you know, this could be Google, though, as well. And you see this and you say, starting your trading journey can be challenging. It could be challenging. But come on, I was just an editor for a while, so I'm like, we're going to put that on the internet. We might want to spell things right now. I haven't seen that, though, so that seems interesting. Not surprising to the world we're moving into overall. Still getting those one shares going. The most confusing thing for me as a kid was do school shooting drills. Like, you got to know the potential shooters in the classroom, and you literally helping. Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you. Some of the stuff they tried to help us out with wasn't the best. But yeah, Paul, I haven't seen that one before. Cold War, they made kids hide. Okay, Cold War, that was probably it, too. Oh, definitely for like the bomb, like that's gonna help if you have a nuclear bomb go off or anywhere around you. The desk, kid, just get under the desk. There's actually this. This is Shield team. We are Marvel. That is actually completely. You can't see it. It's transparent, but as soon as you get in there, it knows when you're in there, and boom, completely sealed like a tomb. You won't even get affected by that bomb. Like a desk is gonna save us. The website says that they're based in. There we go with that too. Like they ain't the biggest trust thing. There we go. It says they're based in Romania. So I'll always do a little research. You know, just instantaneously like that. Just do a little research. I looked into those companies once, but they only allow certain types of trading, like options and forex. Okay, gotcha. I'm always about kind of making my doing my own trading, doing my own due diligence, being my own trader 100%. So we just gotta make sure we're caught up here. Twitter, we don't know an unhalt time. I will say that as of right now. Tesla starting to base out a little bit. Trying to base out here over the last 9 minutes overall at this 245 area. It has taken $11, $12 beating from 257 down to 245. Twitter's halted down. Potentially news pending of course, now back to Elon. We've been doing this all year. When was the original deal supposed to take place? Wasn't that back in... Gee golly. And there goes another great Southern term. Wasn't that back in March-ish or April? Was it? Yeah, it was. March to April, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, because there's this big gap up right here. And I'll go back in this charting. I'm pretty sure it was right here, right? And this is when we're all kind of trading it, shorting it, and trying to go back and forth. But really, I think most of us were shorting it. But this was when this first started I think that was when the takeover started happening. Now here we are 6 months later, almost on the dot from April, the beginning of it, to now the beginning of October, doing the same thing again. So watch for the same move, This is, to me, what could happen. Of course, if it goes through, it may go up a little more. I think this is when it was finally announced, like a month plus later, it was not going to go through. And the seminar. Alex Vaughn, Renard, Paula, Tim Z, I missed you, baby boy. Love Chip, seeing you. Love Chip, you were the one real quickly. Love Chip. Love Chip, are you still around? Maybe not be. But Love Chip, and I was thinking this yesterday. I was in the backyard when I was a couple days ago, I was mowing. You were the one that we came out with, I think maybe, I don't know if it was two, but I know you were the first one. But you were the one that was like, when Deck was doing the giveaway with money, and you were the one that said, but AK's my favorite trader. What you said something along those lines or whatever it was, and then that from everyone, then everyone else tried to kind of was spilling off of that. And then later on, Alex Vaughn was like, but is AK, because Deck was like, hey, we're doing a whatever get together tonight, and Alex Vaughn was like, but is AK gonna be there? It was you. That was hilarious. I'm sitting back there, I was little like this. I was like, not me. I did not tell him to say it. I swear to God, it was not me. I was blushing so hard. I was like, what are you doing? You're killing me right now. That was awesome. That was seriously hilarious. Weren't the desks to protect from flying debris? I'm sure Ascension. I'm sure they could be. I'm just being goofy, though, Ascension, with the desks really didn't make no... You know what I mean? Tornado come... Bleeding, talking about flying debris. Jeez, I don't know how much... You know what I mean? Like, come on, really? And maybe that's why we go in the hallways, right? Because there's more protection, because there's no windows. You're protected from all the flying debris. Yeah, like I said, it just kind of to me as a kid didn't make sense. I was always scared, like, well, we all go out in the hallway. You're all putting this together. This is just a death trap. Love Chip, what's up? Yeah, that was funny though. Love Chip, dude, I'm telling you, that was hilarious. Dex got so mad at me for that one. Yeah, you could tell he was even blushing, like, gee, really? You gonna call me out in front of? Hey, it was a natural, just a human instinct. You just said that, but I was like, I did not tell him to say that. Obviously, it was kind of, it was just a question. You didn't know that you were even gonna get picked. That was funny. That was a good one. I liked it. I was like, oh geez, I was blushing. You don't make me blush too much, but that one got me. Yeah, and if you do see 110, that's why I'm like, we're keeping our eye on. I'll have it in the 1 minute time frame, so we really for sure will see it when it comes live. What I'll do right now, since Tesla is cool, we'll see it faster. I'll put Tesla, since it is live up top. I'm going to put this in a 3 minute time frame, and then what I'll do is I'll come down and put Twitter on this because it opens up quicker on Thinkorswim. TradeEd is like, literally, if we watch between the two, it'll be the 3 to 5 second lag between when it actually comes live and you'll see on Thinkorswim versus finally when TradeEd is picks it up. I'm like, oh yeah, hey, this ticker's going again. Good picture. There was a good one. There we go up front. Even though, again, there's another one where I'm like, really? I had the one with the eyes closed there. It was good. The seminar was great. That room was big. Love meeting all you that were there. Of course, Day Trade and all the people that he brought was great. I'm sure next time maybe get to, and of course Umar and whoever came with just to see to see Umberton. All right, so I got 4 stocks really on watch as of right now. Of course, Twitter. But besides Twitter, watching the SPY, watching Tesla, watching SOBR and AERC. So the 2 small cap plays, AERC and SOBR. The 2 SPY and Tesla, of course, would be your 2 large cap, blue chip, whatever. Of course, the SPY is a SPY. But looking at Tesla, and then I'm looking at Twitter just to see what we do when we come live here, what Twitter holds, and what when they release it. Of course, they're going to say, okay. When it comes live, they should announce exactly what they do in this finding, saying, okay, all is shares resumed, and they'll put exactly why the shares were resumed and everything's good to go, and we'll see how long this takes till we do go live with Twitter. Yeah, well, yeah, Ascension, they definitely are a death trap for a lot of reasons. What's up, J Trades? How we doing? Renard, you took a dive at the backpack. I see AV there. Where are you at, Renardado? I don't know where you're at, Renard. I'm looking all over for the Renard. Weren't you? I thought you were up close, up front somewhere. I can name a lot of people in chatting. See, Love Chip are crazy. All the people that I remember from Love Chip to Scipio. I don't know if I have Love Chip in this picture. Love Chip, are you in that picture? I got to go through here and see, but I can see Silverback. Everyone that I met. I can see Plum Diddy, Uncle Mark. AV and AT, ActuTrader, and of course Alex Vaughn, Dimpy, Prince. Just going through there and seeing everybody I can see. Sky Chimp was already gone at that point. He'd come in and give everybody hugs and kisses. But me, Sky Chimp, I'm still wanting my hug, man. Paul, I haven't seen Matt in chat anymore. Is he gone? Yeah, he's gone. He was left to Silver. That's what I thought you were close to Silverback. Oh, that's why. Yeah, there you go. I see. You are diving down. You literally are no. And then, okay, I see my boy Rick Smith. I keep going through the name everybody that I remember. But yes, there you go. There you go. Looking good. Looking good. I'm telling you, those good-looking chat members. Good-looking chat members. iLag. We got iLag here. iLag. Yeah, nice little slow and steady mover. Super duper low volume overall for the day. And see, that's another one that was, I swear that was on this mid-candle breakout. There it is. It's toward the bottom, though. That's maybe why. But iLag was on this list as well. I don't know why SNTI is not on the list anymore. That really blows my mind. I swear that was on there yesterday. But yeah, you can keep these all on watch if you kind of scroll through them. Of course, that one, unfortunately, is now a little bit to the down further. Just good continuation plays. Is it all these have been holding the nice little flag overall? If we can get over that 350 mark, I keep talking about this for iLag, we can see a push up to 4 and possibly higher. Oh, there you are, Skychimp. I love it. You crazy, man. I do that. But Skychimp, I didn't know you were there for that picture. That's what's crazy. When was that picture? That picture, because I thought on Friday you left, though. So that picture couldn't have been on Friday unless I'm living some Was that picture not on? Was that picture on Friday? Before? I thought you left though. I could have swore you left. Okay, I was like, okay, that's why. That was before Friday. I was wondering. I was like, oh, and that makes sense. And Deck, I'm glad he probably did that. He had to have done that Thursday, which makes sense. We had more people there Thursday than Friday, because Friday, you know, if you don't know, people are going to stick around to the very end after the Q&A. That was on Thursday. Renard's even like, I left on Friday. I was wondering. Okay, so yeah, that's what I love. Man, a lot of people in there. You're right next to the old Dempsters. It was nice. Nice to meet you all, team. Hey, I like the first night. I mean, even going out the first night, getting some dinner in, I thought was really cool and fun. Yep, you and Dimpy. Yep. Should put all the names on that picture. Yeah, that would be. I see, and what's funny in the very, very back, I see even Schwing. Schwing, I see you if you're around. I see Lord Falco. I do see you, Love Chip. I do see Love Chip in the picture. I see Schwing. I see, like I said, Schwing. Wilson. Let's see, who was Daddy Be Trading. I think it was. I forgot what his name was. Oh my gosh, there's all kinds of people that I like. And of course, I see Super Buddy. I just want to say, we'll just start naming people out. Alex, Alex, you're leaving out whenever you're leaving. I know you're leaving like in the next 24 hours, Alex, to Mexico. Safe travels, my friend, for sure. Enjoy some tacos and some dips and some salt. What are you doing down here? Some what's my favorite thing I want you to eat down there? You know, I'm trying to think. And honestly, I was gonna say they probably will. If they have some fresh tres leches, I'm a big fan of tres leches. I love that, especially when it's freshly made. That you don't see it too often. Definitely a Spanish Mexican dish. If you see that, I want you to send me a picture, Alex Vaughn, of you eating some tres leches, man. That would be amazing. What's funny, I literally this morning, I don't know if that, I think it probably would be it, but I literally had, my wife had to leave this morning to go to Memphis, but I had Brooklyn Nine-Nine on this morning. Have a safe trip though, AV, and send me a picture of you eating some of that tres leches. Super Buddy, how you doing? That's right, the roll call. I was seeing you all, seeing all the pictures there. Seeing all the people in chat. Nice to have you around. Love having you guys in chat there. Twitter still waiting for it to go live. The halt time again on Twitter, team. And I'm still getting these one share random orders going through, but it halted down at 13 after. So 13 after was the halt downtime. Another one of those one share orders just went through. It was there goes another one. I have never seen that before ever, team, while the stock was halted. That is very nuts. Dominican tres leches. There you go. Hey, I just want tres leches. Love it, Billy. That's fine. That's awesome. You listen. I love tres leches, man. I love food. Are you kidding me? Schwing. Love it. Viva Mego. Do I trade? No, not all the time. No, yeah. Yuko Allen, do not yet. Do not yet. Trade options here. I mean, like maybe like once in a blue moon, but I just haven't gotten used to them fully yet. So I want to trade. I mean, I'll trade them more over time. I'm just not going to rush into them. This morning wasn't really. This morning I had sessions, and I thought I was going to be able to get the trade, but I had a lot of sessions that got built up, and so we weren't even actually in the end. We weren't even placing trades and actually looking to trade. They were really just wanting to go over stuff and had a lot of questions for me. So I didn't get the trade today at all. So tomorrow I'll look to maybe trade to do some options and get more into them. But no, I do not trade options yet. I wouldn't call myself an options trader. I made trades with options, but I'm not an options trader. Not yet. Definitely would love to be like overall full rounded trader where I'm doing options and I'm doing shares overall, and that's kind of my goal. Man, all you guys going to, we got Vegeta going to Cancun. We got Renard going to, so Renard and Vegeta, you guys got to get together if y'all are both going to be there at the same time. Then you got Alex Vaughn that's going to be down there somewhere. You can have a little Mexican get together, little rendezvous. Yeah, you call it no. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't trade them enough. Yeah, yesterday, especially yesterday, with of course the short of the day, which it was of course amazing. But VSAT was, a ridiculously good short. Came down like $5 in the end, $6, $7. But this was the short yesterday, so I wasn't even looking at options after I saw this. I popped into chat, couldn't help but notice this skyrocketing up, and then so I just shorted this all the way down yesterday. I definitely want to get in options. Yeah, you kidding me? The last couple of days, whether you're looking at SPY X, you're looking at Tesla. I mean, that's why I said in the hot market, when we get back to normal, where we're not worried about, is this going to continue to crack? Which I know there's money to be made. But when this gets to ripping and roaring and just kind of get back to normal life, these are normal days you can have, and you're not worried or thinking about it. You're like, cool, great, here's a great day at the SPY. You're just playing the chart. And so that's why I want to get ready for when the stock market actually gets back a little bit more, of course, has corrected itself and back to normal. Or not now, again, like we're now, 2 years, which it may take that. Finally, we don't talk about COVID on a day in, day out basis like we used to, or every day it was like COVID. And I would imagine, hopefully it's less than 2 years from now, but we'll get to a point where we're not talking recession, what's going to be the next interest rate hike, yada, 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 what's the next CPI. It's so funny. I've never even worried about a CPI data report until the last 2 or 3 months at all. We've never even looked at them in this chat, never once have worried about them. Really, maybe one, here in a blue moon, Dex brought it up because it was slow, and so he brought that up just to kind of keep chat rolling, but it was never anything we looked at and really overall traded like we do now. We'll get away from that again to where, a year, 2 years from now, whatever, and I want to be prepared for that, where the stock market's back to just rocking and rolling, and, you see 10 down, 10 up, 10 up, 10, or, you have, it's just a normal day, you're not, but yes, this is what I can't wait for. I want to get into them for sure. Lots of money to be made. That's why I say it was investing. There's just there's lots of money to be made. That's why I love investing. Just overall in that term, investing, right? So there's different ways to make money. Just like there are different ways to be a hockey player and make money. There are different ways to be an NBA player, right, and make money. There are different surgeons out there. There are, different lawyers out there. I mean, there's there's generally few and far between where it's like this is my my one little thing, and here's what I do. You kind of find your overall rhythm and rhyme, and you stick to it. I like to, in what most traders do overall, is do that, but they find this niche, find that. They do, there's different ways to, be successful is my point. You're this lawyer, you're this, you're this kind of point guard, you're this kind of quarterback, you're this kind of wide receiver, you're this kind of forward in hockey, or this kind of forward in soccer, so I want to get there though. Lots of money to be made. The Three Amigos! What's one of my girls, B-Day, so Thursday, let's see. Renard, when you first said that, I really thought you meant you have a daughter and you're going to Club Med, but I think you meant like one of your friends. Like at first you're like, yeah, it's one of my girls. I'm like, Renard, you have kids and you're going to Mexico and y'all are partying? Man, y'all get along. That's awesome. You have a great relationship with your daughter. Vegeta, nice. Yeah, have fun, man. Y'all, all you guys, that's awesome. What's crazy, all you guys are leaving when it's my birthday. All you guys are heading out when I should be heading out traveling. I was going to, and I'm not even going to now. Like, I'm just going to chill at home and relax. It's hilarious. I love it. You guys are all doing the traveling for me. We got and then exactly, and yeah, can't wait till AK takes off. Yeah, we got futures, you know what I mean? So there's just so many different ways to make money. I love it. You think SPY going to make a new high of day here? Honestly, I think the SPY's going to crack this trend. I think really it's overall, I know you want to say it really isn't a channel, but it's to me more of an uptrend channel at this point, as you can tell. So there's your support line. Here comes your resistance line. I'd mark it right there and come up with it. It's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. I think we see a pullback. I just think overall what we've seen the last couple of days, I don't see us going up anymore. If we do, we go to 280-ish or so and then see the pullback. I'll call it right now. I think we see a pullback back down at least into the 376 area, maybe even low 376 at 376 coming up soon. That would be my take, Fayez, on this SPY. There we go. Just a few. Yeah, you have to go through, and there'd be so many arrows in there you'd have to do. We get most of them. I say most of them. I see Gator Trader back there. I can see some that like some that in case y'all don't know, I might know them. But yeah, we can go there. We could probably put about 30, 40 names on that list, probably for sure. And then I hate because there'll be a couple and I'm like, oh, I met them and I forgot their name. I freaking forgot. Thank you there, little Sky Chimp. The Chimpinator. Well, I know kid just going with 6. Oh, there you go, Renard. 6 girlfriends. You gotta love that. Swing. When is your B-Day? Why have I gotten that? Oh, I guess because I bring it up. I've gotten that like 8 times over the last I've gotten so many texts and DMs about that. It is next Wednesday. A week from today, right? What's today? The 5th? No, the 4th. A week from tomorrow. I don't know what today is sometimes. A week from today is my wife's birthday. A week from tomorrow is my birthday. A week from Thursday is our anniversary. APDN. Yeah, I saw APDN pop up a little bit right here. Nice little move up overall. Nice little squeeze pattern right there. Keep that on watch. Sober's really dried up, and Sober a little bit more so today. We'll go to APDN over that. Yes, 10-12. 10-12. The old 10-12er. Definitely, those are my favorite week of the year, team. Well, I'll say it's definitely up there. I mean, obviously, you have back-to-back birthdays with your best friend, and then we have our anniversary, so it's definitely fun. Pretty cool. IMVT, good short. IMVT, good short. I would say under the shelf, again, a lot of these we see during lunch hours recently when I've gotten this question asked, really for the last, it's icky to say, I don't know how long it's been now. It seems like quite a while. We've been relatively slow at lunch, or more dead than usual. And the small channel that was built before, you see the support? Look how that's resistance now, right at $8, right? And so now if we get under into $7.90, I see another good short, but are we going to do just another like 10-cent crack? So just play it as it comes. Maybe you get down overall to the 7, if you're lucky, 745 to 765, 760. Well, I'll call it 760. So 755 to we'll give it a more range. 745 to 760-ish. Somewhere in there would be your bottom area. 745 to 760. If, you get some sort of a sell-off, and you can see when you got a big volume burst, look how we didn't fall much. So just take it nice and slow right there with this one, Sus. The Sussinata. Schwing, I want you and SkyChamp to send me just one poster of course, Wayne. It's Wayne's World, and you got Wayne and Garth just going swing, swing. It's just a big poster, signed by both of them. It could just be y'all signing one, and you can figure out which one of you want to be Garth and which one of you want to be Wayne. I don't care. Just sign it. Make it sound like you signed it. You got it, Sus. Anytime. Bird Dog, what's up, baby boy? Let's go to Bird Dog real quick for the Snap-inator. Snap real quick. Any questions y'all want to go over, anything at all, please let me know, team. The main thing would be, there goes AP&D with a nasty pullback. I almost said be careful with AP&D. Really watching Twitter and what we get with it, and overall Tesla, with the news with Elon Musk wanting to go forward with now Twitter. He's going to be selling Twitter cars before you know it, team. It's got this shelf right there, Bird Dog, and I think that's what you're looking for a nice, good short opportunity, support, or resistance, support. I would say once we get below 10.6, you're good to go. Going to fall down to probably 10.55 in the VWAP. Again, look where this has moved today. This is all the big thing you always have to do. Profitability zone. We've moved from 10.25 up to possibly 10.75, 50 cents. But what have we moved in the past, say, we'll call it 2 hours as of right now? We pretty much have been in a channel from 10.50, and we did finally get up to 10.75. So 25 cents is all we moved in the last, hour or 2 hours now. Not a lot of movement is my point. So what are you typically going to think you may get out of that trade? So if you get 10, 15 cents, that's a pretty decent sized trade. Just kind of putting your perspective a little bit more maybe in thought of going, and I'll put this for a lot of traders in their thought going, hey, how much have we moved overall for the day? And then secondly, how much we moved recently? Because that's generally what you're going to get. You're not getting this again, right? You can count that out the window. That's not happening right now. And so that's where a lot of the movement came from. Now we did pull back pretty close to that area and bounce close to it. So we can at least say we moved from 10.30 to 10.75-ish or so, right? So 45 cents. So even half of that, that's 22-ish, 22 cents. That's not a lot of movement. So again, if you say you took this short and you're in at 1063, even at best, you're in at 1060 to 1063, you get down to 1040 or 40, I was going to say 1045 to 1050. That's a pretty decent sized move. You definitely get down to the low 1040s. That's a great move for this ticker and how much it's moved today. Hopefully that makes sense, boss. Hey, AK47, happy early birthday. Get it. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yep. Little over a week away. Was going to go to Florida. We didn't get to go to Florida in August. I really want to go now that we have the 392. But it's all good. I'm going to just relax at home. Go live for you guys at lunch. You guys can sing happy birthday to me. I don't think I've ever gone live when it was my birthday. So this will be the first time ever going live on my birthday. I think Deck's gone live on his birthday before, I'm pretty sure. He's not taking off for his birthday. I'm usually on a trip or doing something. You know, we usually leave because it's back-to-back birthdays on the anniversary. Sean, my favorite movie when I was a kid. Oh, really, really? I love Wayne's World. Love the bits. Of course, loved staying up, you know, because back then that was staying up later for you, you know, especially if you're born in the mid to late 80s, you know, staying up to see Saturday Night Live, you know, on Saturdays, that was always good memories, me trying to stay up and just maybe watching that opening bit, you know, where they, well, you know, and oh my gosh, how do they say it? How do they always word it? Whatever, in Saturday Night Live anyway, however they word it. And the music, and then the guys, they're playing the saxophone, and anyway, and all that. And I remember just like, I'd be barely making it, and just like doing the, like, oh my gosh, like having to hold your eyes open, and then passing out, and then waking up, and it's over, and you're in bed, your mom's carried you to bed, or whatever. Swing! Bird Dog, cool, 1064. There you go, yeah. So take it in nice and slow, 1055. And live, and that's right, and live from New York. That's right. It's that. Thank you. Like, what do they say? Put me on the spot sometimes, and I'll completely forget. You know, I'm out in the middle. I'm in the shower. I'm like, it's live from New York. It's sad. I'm like, like my best impersonations. You put me on the spot, and I'm like, I'm in Arkansas, and I'm eating some corn. What do they say? No, that's not even it. I have nothing about corn, and you're in Arkansas. Thank you, though, Daryl. Thank you, though, Schwing. It's right. It's them up. Yeah, we go. Like, what am I doing? What am I saying here? Bivy, small pop. I'm thinking it's got a little low volume on the day on it. Yeah, that low volume. I can see this kind of those pop out of lunch hour pops up out of nowhere. Watch for a good short opportunity on BIVI. Really a lot like APDN. You know, APDN a little slow volume play throughout the day. Boom, whammy, gets this nice squeeze up and move up. You know, 9 times out of 10, you can find running your first true resistance areas and start shortening from there and averaging in if it does start popping up even higher. You know, 70-80% plus of the time, these are great shorting opportunities when they have no volume throughout the day, pop up out of nowhere and give you this little squeeze, or even like what we just saw with Bivy and just push straight up out of nowhere, really. Usually, generally, typically come right back down. And what did I say? Fayez, or who was it that just asked about the SPY? I forgot who asked about the SPY. I'm telling you, I had a feeling. What did I say about the SPY team? I just alerted this. It was you, Fayez, wasn't it? Were you about to say something maybe too? You're like, damn, you called it. I'm telling you, I need to start doing options already. I think y'all guys have told me enough. You're like, dude, will you start doing options? Just reading charts, all it really just comes down to. Boom. So there's your support line as of right now. Gorgeous, gorgeous short opportunity for the trend line crack. Just had a feeling, just the way it was looking. Just see that a lot in the tickers that I trade overall. Generally, I wouldn't say that you're not going to get a squeeze, because you certainly could. I just in this one, it just seemed in this instance, the SPY, it really just comes back to the move you made for the last couple of days. You know, from yesterday and holding that, moving up into the pre-market with another move in the first 30 minutes that was just gigantor. And I know a lot of you probably hopefully banked this morning on that move up on some calls. You know, that's just you. Whoa, you're up a lot. You know, you're up $17, essentially 18. Is it really 20 from lows? Because we hit 355, so you're up over 20 in 2 days. That's some move. That's a move. That's a move on the SPY. You know, so I just being up this high, this middle of lunch, just kind of putting the factors in why I decided that. If you guys are like, well, why do you choose this? Or are you just guessing over there? Serious question. I've been getting chopped around all September and even this month. Anyone else sitting on their hands for weeks? As if you were trading right now. Yeah, Sean, just when I see the setups, you know, like this. If I see a setup, that's what I tell most traders, attack it. Yesterday with VSAT, if you're just getting over here, maybe you missed this earlier, but I alerted this yesterday all morning long. And then just a little bit ago to Yuko Allen as to why I didn't get into options yesterday. I saw this massive spike up, and then it formed one overextended trend line. I said, watch for an overextended trend line crack, which it did. Then it formed a shelf right at, you can't tell, but in a 1 minute time frame, formed a gorgeous shelf on the $44 area. And man, if it cracks that, this is going to start going down at least, you know. Then it was just one shelf crack after the other. Then it was another shelf that was built like right here around the 43, 30-ish mark. Cracked it. You can tell, and you can always tell when they're pretty decent shelves when they move back up, they resist there. Then another shelf crack. This was the second trade getting in here at the 42.30 area on the way down. So yeah, just when I see these setups, like I have to attack them, right? But otherwise, yeah, I'd say I haven't been as attacky. And if it wasn't, like say September, SHPH, if it wasn't for September and that massive move that it made that at the opening part being a new IPO play, And then I made my money on like the fifth day that it was live on 9/7. I remember that now because, of course, 7, my favorite number. If anyone wants to know, my favorite number. But it was on September the 7th. You know, other than that, it was just another, you know, normal month for me where I'd take, you know, some trades were small. I had some $1,000 wins, but they were all from prime setups like that. If I didn't see the setup, I was not attacking it. Sean, I love you guys. Yeah, keep pumping each other up. I will pump you up, team. You pump each other up, you know you get motivated to trade me again and some more. Beautiful trend line crack so far from the 276 or 277 down to 276. We cracked 276. This support area plus the VWAP. You know what you're getting, team. Another $1 worth of pullback. I would say probably at least down, maybe not all the way down to 375. You definitely will be getting mid 375s 100%. And that looks 100% like it's about to be coming as another crackback on SPY. Again, watch for that to get down to the mid to low 375s. Sean's on the mobile. Sean's on the go. Sean, what mobile device you using and what service so we can give them a shout out? You know, is it an iPhone 13 Max Plus Pro generation 14 7.3 toward 4276 using the Cricket network? Maybe, possibly. I'm just iPhone XR, keep it economic but class. Like it, keep it economic but classy. Just like your man bun. Just like your man bun. Not over the top, just enough, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Just enough around, little cake on the backside to give you a little boop boop. But looks very sophisticated. That you want to have a little fun, but you also like to be very money worthy. And you, hey, I gotta make my money, you know? I'm a businessman over here, but I want to have a little bit of fun. I'm telling you, team, SPY's about to crack. I'm looking at this right now. We're looking very close to cracking on back with some upgraded. There we go. Sweet Motorola flip phone with some upgraded. And there we go. I love it. I love you guys. I don't care what you're using. I don't care if you got one of those freaking. What are those phones with like the really big numbers? What are those called again? The numbers are the size of like buttons, and I mean like buttons you have like on some old school 1974 corduroy jacket that your grandpa used to wear, and then you pass down to your dad, and then your dad tried to pass it down to you, and you said, what the hell is this? These buttons? Or are these biscuits on my freaking coat? What are these, Dad? Buttons or biscuits? Jitterbug, yeah. I'm like, what are the Jitterbug? What is that? I forgot what those phones are called. It's the new mullet party on. That's right, exactly. I like it. Jitterbug. Burm, burm, burm. Tweet of the day, current CEO of Twitter. I just realized I'm getting fired. Oh, wow. Awesome. No way. That's awesome. That is hilarious. Jeez. That's a good way to get fired. Well, I guess the deal's going through. He told me he can't stand me. I'm out of here. Swing, yeah, those are the ones. Those are the Swing. Those are the ones I call the brick phones. Swing. Those are the phones you could kill somebody with. Literally, you could couple of pounds over the head. Boom, they're gone. Literally, at least not truly hurt. You could probably throw that at a 96-year-old man, and you would 100% not only kill him if it didn't hit his head, he'd dodge it, fall off his rocker out of his little whatever those little things are called. His little, what are those things called, team? His walker. He'd try to dodge it, fall from his walker. Sorry, all my grandparents are passed, so it's been a while since I've had to deal with walkers, so I haven't had to worry about that, unfortunately. Miss my pappy. All right, team, anything I want to go over? I do have lessons to get into here in just a little bit. Another one of the main reasons too why I want to get into options, because during lunch hours we can just get into these, of course, knowing what to do more so I can direct you in the right direction and say the right verbiage, but don't want to lead you somewhere and say something wrong or get you in the wrong contract. But essentially a put would have been good there. 377, first one in the money. Would imagine that put contract right there would have paid out pretty nicely down $1. And again, the next one would be, close and open candles under this VWAP. So you get the 376 put contract, first one in the money, and ride that down, take another little scout play as it hits 375 or even close to it. It's time to go back to rotary phones. Hey, those were really not. I mean, that's a double whammy. You could that's a triple whammy. You could choke them with the cord, nunchuck them, throw the phone with the cord on it, or just throw the whole damn thing at them like a brick, or just hit them upside because there was that thing on the back where you could carry around the rotary phone. The thing you could carry it around. Just beat them over the head with it. I mean, sorry, I was just thinking. You know what I'm saying? That is a weapon, team. A rotary. I would take that on the plane and be like, yeah. Try to let them take over this plane with box cutters again. I got a rotary phone. Do you see what this thing could do? Watch this. I mean, I would do that as a kid too. I'd take it off the hook, twirl it around. My mom would be like, Josh? Every once in a while would hit me in the head. And she'd be like, I told you. Big old head. I'm like, Mom, why you telling me I got a big head? You're so rude. AMC, nice trend line play. Move 40 cents for the day, 50 cents now, so not a crazy mover overall. Play the trend line. I love AMC, generally a nice technically sound mover. So I would say that watch for the trend line crack under the 745, 740-ish area, and it's going to dump down. Just a slow and steady mover. If you're looking for a long, this does have room, in my opinion, to continue to move up. It's when we get out of this shelf is when we really start going a little bit more. Who was it? Darth Trader, that's right, Darthy. The Darth side. Remember when it used to be Darth? I thought you were. Was it not Darth Vader 808 at first? There for a minute, and then it became Darth Trader, I think. If I'm not mistaken, you were originally the Darth... Or maybe you've just gone back and forth so many times, I can't remember. I thought there was a time when it was Darth Vader. No, that's what I thought. And then you went to the Darth side. You became a real true Darth Trader. I think this does have room, though, up to 785. It's when we get over that, though, in this moving average, which we just haven't been able to get. Not that we haven't, it wasn't the moving average holding us down, but it will be a nice, good, what I would call a double whammy of resistance. Not only on the daily here at that 770-ish mark, what we can see once was resistance, and now, I should say support, then resistance. Just going back, a couple of weeks, we could go back even further, I'm sure, if we need to, and find more of that area. But generally, we already know most traders are going to see this right there, see the moving average is just above it. So if we get over 785, that's when this really will start taking off more and can head into $8. I think that's going to hold it down. I don't see we get that today is my point. So it is a good short at some point today. I see a pullback coming from AMC at some point. Now we do close up high. We do have upper shadows, and then we have some that have no upper shadow. So this is a stock half and half, in my opinion. It's where this could continue to push and be, again, if it is a short, I will say that, more of a short-lived short. So if you are shorting this today, I'd be more careful on it. We're not truly into resistance yet. And so that would be the only way I would see some sort of a pullback at all and create an upper shadow is if this does push to, say, 775 to 785-ish area. Breaking that down as much as I could there. You got that one, Darth? No, I'm long shares. Yeah, and I think you're good. I think you're good for long up to that 785 area, boss. And I would definitely take some there. If it gets to that point where you can take profit there, then definitely hold some. You're at breakout zone, so might as well hold some for the breakout. You want this to maintain. I don't know where you're in at. You said you're long. I don't know where you're in at, though, overall. I would want this to maintain somewhere in this sandwich area. So somewhere, it's right at the VWAP, which makes sense. A lot of congestion in that area. But I would see somewhere around the 725-ish, 730 area to maintain. We've got to maintain that. Right, Daryl, good name change. The Darth Trader 808. The 808, though, that's what... I shouldn't say I love Star Wars. I think if you say you love something, you got to really know a lot about it. I like Star Wars a lot. So is that has something to do with the 808? Is that something to do with Star Wars? Is my point that I didn't catch there, or is that just like area code where you live at, or just you were born in 1808 and you just don't want to let all of us know that you're that old, which would be very scary. And now you are definitely probably on the dark side and possibly, a villain from outer space. Show your age. Remember this? Third tall. I definitely do. What's funny? The main reason I remember that Sky Chimp is because my dad. Point being, they were just to work at his station. A lot of his commercials back in the day were put on essentially 8-tracks. You know, they were just put on those 8-track tapes. And they were called carts, what they called them essentially, but they were just 8-tracks. And so up until I would say almost 2000, which was crazy to think, it was still into the late 90s that they used those carts. And I had to go back on the wall because I'd go up there and hang out with my dad because I thought it was cool, and he had them all labeled. So their commercials, of course, they didn't have a computer system to load them all in like they have now, were those carts. So someone would come in, record it on the cart, and then they'd all on a wall, like almost like you see there. Well, they're stacked up, but it would be all on this huge wall. And it would be from A to Z. And so I had to go through there, and you would know where to go through. They'd have A's, B's, C's, so you know who to go. Hey, go get Best Buy, or hey, go get Blockbuster, or whatever they're, whoever they're advertising at that time, and to put their commercials in. And then they had to actually play them, right? So you had to wait for, okay, pop that one in, okay, it's playing, waiting for it. You had to actually do your job, not like now. My dad will, even any of these guys, like commercial break, it's like 6, 7, 8 minutes. They can go smoke a cigarette, go run some blocks around the building, whatever they want to do. Back then, it's like commercials over, play the new one. All right, got that one right on. All right, no delay there. And then because sometimes there'd be a delay, like, oh, show commercial, forgot to play it. You got it, Darkness. Hawaii? No, that's area code. So is it Hawaii? So maybe that's it. I don't know. I never looked it up. So is that it, Darth Trader? It's area code, and you are in Hawaii. I think maybe you've said that before. I remember someone in Hawaii. What's up, Rocket TJ? How you doing, boss? And I did get this Rocket TJ. It was so funny. I'm sure you would have noticed it too. And I've noticed that with Jeeps in the 392 engine. So I posted that Rocket TJ, which I think you've seen it. And some of you guys have seen it. The surprise video for Avery. And so when she starts it, the tick, like the 392 tick, or the Jeep tick, or the Mopar tick, or the Dodge tick, or whatever they want to call it. I'm like, it was so funny. I had so many people. A, most people like, and then they're like, dude, A, it's been sitting for who knows how long. B, no, and then if you notice, it corrects itself. And then, I've had a 392 before. It's every once in a while, it'll, like if it sits for a while, it does that. But I had so many people freaking out about that tick. It was so funny. It was hilarious. Like, what, guys? Yo, I wouldn't take that home. You better go back to the dealer. Take that back to the dealer. It was so funny, Rockin' TJ. And then, of course, there are people that have Dodges or have had the 392, and they're like, no, that's normal. And if you notice, it goes away right afterward. But I was like, geez, I was just trying to show off the wife, and everyone's freaking out about a tick and something's wrong with my engine. Awesome. Yes, Hawaii. Market slowing down. Ascension overall, yeah. I would say, though, there was one last good trade. There's still a good trade to be had right here. I just alerted this. If you're wanting to do options, this is it. This nice little play that we're in, you have to zoom in a little bit overall, but you can tell I just said there's a short to be had, and it's coming out now. It's looking pretty good. We're getting the 376 VWAP crack at the same time. Again, nothing major, but we'll probably get a nice pullback overall down to the mid 375, if not all the way down to the 375 area. Then I think this bases off, and then again, but overall, you can tell 100% we've been this way. I said that earlier. Lunch hours have just been really dead recently. Overall, we have seen the only thing that happened earlier was the Twitter announcement with Elon Musk, and that made Tesla drop. And of course, Twitter goes up and halts up, then halts down, pending on that news, and it's still pending almost an hour later. That's it. Otherwise, it has been a slow lunch. APDN did have a small little pop too. Woo, Tesla, y'all gonna make me. Every time I say that, woo, it just reminds me of the DMX song. I forgot DMX passed too. I forgot he's gone. I just realized that a lot of the people are like, I forgot they passed way too early, way too early. Just like seeing Coolio. I'm like, Coolio, no. Almost like Rufio, no. Nice little shelf crack overall right here, team. Another decent short to be had, so another good options play. Relatively, yes, during lunch, and this has collapsed a lot, so I understand maybe not taking that trade if you didn't, but a good little shelf, or if you want to call it a trend line, because you base it out right here, going to right there, you can see there's a little bit of an uptrend, so a trend line crack as well. Really, overall, generally during lunch hours, this is what we've seen for your trades. Even going back to anyone looking to place trades, it has been. It probably, and who knows, maybe we're still out to the side if Twitter doesn't come out with that Elon or whatever with the news. That's really all it's moved. Twitter up, Tesla down. Otherwise, finally, SPY up into the last 30 minutes has really not done anything. It's been this small uptrend channel, slowly but surely uptrending. Then literally, like I said, about 30 minutes ago, we've gotten that great trend line crack, and now it's working out perfectly. Let's see here. Lafferty, do you think SPY goes below 375? Today. Oh, it could today. Yeah, I think today it could. 100% Lafferty. I think it could. If we don't bounce here at 375 coming up, especially, and we go below it, I think it does. I think we don't recover. I think if we bounce, we have a little bit of a shot. You know, we need to bounce back up and get back above 376. I just don't give this much leeway saying if we need to get back, you know, well above 376, or I could easily see this closing below 375 today. That's most likely going to be the next stop. It's going to try to, you know, stop again right here. Like, as I just talked about, the mid 370s. This is exactly what I said it'd probably go to first. It cracks that, you're going down to 375. Now, again, like I said, if we don't bounce at 375 and we go below it here in this pullback, I just don't think we recover, and we will definitely close below 375 today. Sky Champ, bro, did you know that MC Bread passed a while back? No, I did not see that, man. There you go. I saw you sent me the link there. I forgot about that. I did not know he died, too. MC Breed. Man, this sound, too. Are you kidding me, team? I mean, how many times that has been sampled is ridiculous. That right there. All these old songs have been sampled so much, team. It's so cool. Getting them respects now. They get the respect. I wish they'd get the money they deserve too, but they don't. Play it through the PC.
You listen to the knowledge of a scholar. You say how I breathe, tell them how I holler. I'm the E-double, and I proclaim my name. Straight up, good gang, peeps all game. I'm like a rhino, running through the roughest pack. They figure I'm a trigger-happy nigga, so they step back. Breathe. The microphone is who lasts the longest, so who's the strongest. It ain't a game, it's plain to see.
There you go. There you go. Hey, get them speakers jamming over there. I would say moving forward the rest of the day, one stock to watch in the penny stock world, and it literally be one in my opinion, would be AERC, as we're starting to pop back over this 360 mark. Now, if you're looking for a penny play, this would be a 360, 380 break. This will be on a nice little move up. APDN, the other A play, maybe. I just would be careful with it. I say it's going to fail again. So if it pops, it's going to be a pop and drop. So pop up to 175, 180-ish area, it's going to drop right back down to where it came from. I like Scott Champ. You know, here you go. Just a little bit longer for you guys. Here you go.
Suckers like a four-leaf clover. Everybody wearing on the Michael Jackson's cobras. So now they saying egg breeders get no. But ain't no future in your front. I'm the B, the R to the double E-G, and down with my homie G-A-S-N-O-E, and suckers causing static cause they still be disagreeing. I don't give a, cause I'm from FLI.
Big city lights, big city name, where the only thing you know is the dope dealing game. Making that money just as fast as you can, and there's pride and joy in being a...
I feel like you had to make that face, you know, it's like you have to have that mean mug face every time if you're listening to that, or if you're rapping like that, you know, that's just the face that comes with it. Yep, Geek Bomb, that's it. That's funny, you just alerted that. I just saw that Geek Bomb. That's it. You're trading a penny stock, you're trading AERC. If you're looking at a mid cap to large cap play, I'd go look to see what Twitter does out of this. Could see a dip and rip depending on what that news is. I would say a 100% wait for this to open up. Then you'll actually be able to see what Twitter is going to do. It wouldn't be one of those things where I just jump in out of the gun. You know, I would wait to see if we open up. And 100%, you know, you can see there's some volume and validity movement to it. I mean, we can move dollars, you can tell, in a hurry. Get over 50 is their main thing here, team. We get over 50, this could really start taking off. So until then, I would be careful taking trades, you know, just say if it opens up at 48, not just jumping in, and we could easily hit 50 and fail. You know, say there's a gap down. If, I'm going to get this, it's going to dip and rip. You know, that my dip and rip would be down here. You know, say we do see somehow a gap down, a little bit of sell-off. It's going to be down there around the 45, 35 mark. And again, then you're watching Tesla, seeing if it continues to dump off even more. It's seen a dramatic pullback since that news has come out. Does it go down anymore? I'd say we got bottoms down to yesterday around 240 to 241 at best. I don't think it's going to dump down too much more. I think a lot of that's going to hold well as well. Also, what the news comes out, what Twitter does moving forward when that finally does go live. SPY slowly getting down to that 375 area that we talked about overall. It needs the hold if we're going to get a bounce. And again, as we saw, AERC, there's the squeeze. It'd be fun if we could do a Halloween Tradecaster seminar. Now, how fun that would be. Everyone has to show up to the seminar dressed in costume. If you don't show up in a costume, you don't get to. I'm not just kidding. We wouldn't do that to you. I think it'd be fun though, doing a Tradecaster Halloween seminar. I'm down for that. I want to see Sky Chimp dressed up as MC Breed, his favorite rapper of all time. What do we got here? Chicago Sid Kid. Let's see. I've not seen that. I don't know what that is. What is it? Click on it. Dave Portnoy's Investing Journey. I have not seen this. Okay, nope. Can't be playing that one in chat. Cannot be playing that one in chat. Cannot. Chicago Sid Kid. Next time put ... Do not play in chat, or at least the speakers. Let's see. Tim Z. Awesome. You're going to be me. Dark Trader's going to be Tim. Well, the easiest one's going to be Dark. Anyone can dress up as Dark Trader. You just got to show up with you just show up as Darth Vader. And then be like... I am Darth Trader 808. No, really, I am Dark Trader 808. Does anyone have water? I'm getting very cottonmouth doing this voice. We got here. Sent you a clean version in the DM. Thank you, Sky Champ. You're good, Chicago Sid Kid. I get those every once in a while. Like, oh, have y'all seen this? And I'll click on it because I am definitely. I promise you, I'm a lot like Ron Burgundy. You put it out there, I'm gonna click on it. You say it to type it out for me to say or something. I might actually read the word on accident. Oh, whoa! Totally Ron Burgundy over here. Tim, what do you have to drive? Exactly, Tim. You can just show up and be like, hey, I'm AK47. Just wear your hat backwards and like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I got a southern accent too. Oh yeah, Easy. Yeah, it was definitely Easy. I mean, there's too many. That was forever ago. Easy. I mean, I love Tupac. I mean, Tupac. How much stuff Tupac did in about the 8 to 7 years that he like put to, I don't know, maybe less than that, but he put more work together in that short amount of time than most people do in like a lifetime almost, really, and especially when it comes to music making. SNTI missed a crack. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Move away, you could miss a crack. No, it's nothing too major. We're getting a small little crack back finally under $4. Nothing too major. We're getting that small little crack back. Did pop back up right out of the gate there. Notice that with all these squeezy plays. Spy, yeah, I'm telling you. All from the trend crack. And you asked, what, Fayez, did you get any piece of the pie? I know Fayez, wasn't it you that asked about this, Fayez? Fayez, you asked about it when this thing was up in this $3 ago. I mean, almost $3 ago now, because it was moving down toward the trend line. It wasn't like it was on the trend line. That was a good one. We got BBBY crack. Yeah, BBBY was one of those ones we traded back. That was August. I was like, when was it? August. That's crazy. That's that long ago, because I kept calling it Burberry, Blackberry. 2 months flies by in a freaking blink of an eye. Girls, I'm still talking. Dad's a yapping. That means you go a napping. All right. That's a new one. Dad's a yapping. You better get the napping. Woo! The spy. Wow. Poor Kathy Woods. Yeah, no, I don't feel bad for her or anyone else. The money that if she again people that money to give her money to invest. I'm like, man, you a fool. See, didn't expect that from the SPY. Been bullish today, not trusting shorts, but I wish I got a piece of that. Yeah, yeah. That's why I wonder where Fi is. I'm like, I wonder if he just ran away. He's like, I'm out of here. I made so much money. But that's why I had a feeling this was just. I just go back to the run it's made the last couple of days. I didn't think the SPY would crack this far, this fast from this trend line. Right? I figured we'd hold up somewhere in here, at least at 375. Again, that's why I tell a lot of traders to take the trade. Take those trades, or just because knowing how sometimes singles can truly turn into doubles, and doubles can then turn into home runs. Right, like this. So don't expect it. Sometimes they just happen and come your way, which is nice to see. Great overall short there, yeah. Money's in the hoods. Money's for you guys. Kathy Woods wrist. There we go, exactly, wrist department. Oh, I remember that earlier. I remember someone. That's right. I think it was Dart Trader. I think it was Dart Trader that came earlier over in Dex Lobby. I remember popping in for a moment, and it was Dart Trader that said, "I think that's a great day. I would wrap it up too." And I say the same thing. There's no need to risk the biscuit. You're up 2K. Just say I think it was about 2 hours into the market open. How many people at, say, we'll just go at Eastern Standard Time, but at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time are or imagine them just go West Coast. Imagine people on the West Coast, so imagine people that are at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. How many people out there? Of course, I know it's California, so maybe a lot of them. But how many people are already up $2,000? Boom, just like that. Not many people are up $2,000 that fast in a working day. You've got to always think about that. And then think about past jobs that you had and go, man, how much money, if I started the day to right now, how much money would I have made? And that usually would have been, it would have taken you more than a week to make the money you made that you took. It may have taken you 2 or 3 hours to make. Like if the Bears were coming back out. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Coming out of hibernation. They ate a lot of food yesterday. A lot of fish, a lot of berries. Hawaii time, exactly, Jay Chan, exactly. If you want to go really far out west. AERC popping a new high of day. AERC, here you go, team. So, like I said, if you want one penny stock, this was your penny stock to look at. AERC by far top penny stock to look at today. AERC was the mover from earlier this year when we look at Siga and Veru. Didn't last as long as those, but you can see this was our mover back in June, back into July-ish or so. Had this squeeze set up, getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, and then finally cracked down and then did not recover since. Would say AERC has room today, really hitting some past chart history resistance at $5. If it gets over $5, this has room to $5.50 and then potentially $6. My biggest loser of my entire trading career. So there you go. Yeah, I can see that. Queenie, over here and lay down. Queenie, stop. Lay down. You were Miss Busybody. You don't have any toys down here? Why don't you go get you some toys and play? Get you some bones? You want a bone? Yeah, with the ERC though, I can see that. These squeezy plays going back to overall sober recently. ABOS, you can just look at the daily chart up to the top right. Not X4 really. Pegs kind of getting there, or I should say PEPG. Tops kind of getting that way. Beats definitely getting that way. These setups, when you see the Sega Veru, when you start seeing these now, there's definitely some good shorts to be had, but boy, they can squeeze you out in a hurry. I can see that 100%. That lower float too that AERC has of 5 to 6 mil. Doesn't take too long to get squeezed on, baby boy. It's all right, Sean. I can, Sean, 100% easily see that happen. I'll ring the bell. Let's see what's up. My birthday's like, there you go. Yeah, it is. There you go. Ring the bell. Love that. Yeah, we got 10th, 11th, 12th in the house. Now we just need an October 13th birthday to keep the streak going. Love it. There you go. Ring the bell. Oh, TiVo. Dang, we're close. We're close there, TiVo. We need a 13th and a 14th. I love it. Yeah, UQL. And I don't have that UQL. And some traders do. Some traders want to trade all day long. I don't have that necessity for any reason. You know, I'll get my trades in and I'm happy with profit that I've made, and I don't really care about over trading and trading more. I've noticed anytime I've done that in the past, I'm not nearly as successful. That I lose essentially more times than I win, just forcing, I don't know if the patience and discipline isn't there like it is early in the day. I don't know exactly what it is, but Tops is going on a rip and roar right here. Jeez. I just am happy with making the money and don't really worry about having to trade anymore. You know, like I said, if this was this time last year, I would not be in chat right now. I'd be done for the day. I wouldn't be talking to you guys. You know, at around 2 hours after the opening bell, I would say 75% of the days you wouldn't see much more of AK47 alerts. That's just me though. You know, everyone's different in what they want and how they want to trade and what they want to attack. And so I would definitely do that. Like you're saying, you want a paper trade to fill the void, do that. Yeah, if you don't want to risk the biscuit, which I would trillion% say definitely don't risk the biscuit. You know, making that kind of money that early on in the day is, something that, now again, you get to the point where you're making more and more money. You know, maybe you want to trade more throughout the day and you become successful at it. Maybe you start paper trading, and that's where you're like, wow, I am super successful doing this throughout the day. I've got to start taking, and then what I'd say is just go small share size. So, say you're up $2,000 right now, or any day you're up, just go a quarter to half that you normally would. So if profit's profit, it's profit. It's just kind of stacking on top of it. To me, I'm kind of, again, like I brought this up yesterday, what's enough for some people just want more. If there's a 5-stage level of, and I just make it simple, but I've seen these different analogies, which I think is funny. Mine's a food one, but what's enough for you? So, so there's 5 levels of food. And you're like, okay, cool. You can have your hungry as can be. What do you want? Stage 1, level 1's your favorite whatever fast food you want. It's level 1. You're like, okay, that sounds good and all. What's level 2? I'm hungry as hell. What do we got at level 2? It's your favorite restaurant that's $20 to $30 a head. So it's pretty much fast food, but it's a sit-down restaurant, and you're paying a little bit more. So your favorite restaurant, really, essentially. Not steak place, but restaurant, right? A normal restaurant. Stage 3, your best cook, or your mom's favorite cooked meal, or something that's homemade, and that's, I'm just kind of thinking to me, what I mean? Like, where would you finally stop? Some people are like, I want to push all the way to the top. What do we got at the top level? I want it. I need it. That's not really where I am. That's not just me. That's not me as a person. And so that's just again, do you stop yourself at level 2, level 3? You're not getting anything either. No one's wanting to play with you either, Sugar Snuggers. You want to come sit in my lap like you used to? So that's just kind of my analogy for it overall. Just saying, hey, like, what's enough for you? So we got Tops and AERC. So I'm going to put Tops on watch. Tops top stock to watch as of right now in the penny stock world. Let's see, Chicago Sid Kid. Let's see, I'm looking at trading differently now. The PDT rule does not bother me as much as that. Exactly. There we go. There we go. Twitter's still halted down. So Twitter, I'm watching that. Watching Tesla. SPY got that nice little bounce back up. Good job there, Sky Chimp, on the daily. Didn't see that there. Yeah, that's another reason why I always tell traders, how deep it is as far as, a lot of traders just want to come in and chat and, go to a 1-minute time frame. Okay, you want to sit with daddy? You haven't been showing off? Want to come up here and sit with dad? Yeah, big girl? Tell him how big you'll get him. But, just even like that on time frames, in like me over time, getting to a 3 and a 5-minute time frame, Thanos crossovers really helped that out a lot. Using that 30, 60-minute time frame, getting, I know I always love using the daily, but instead of using the daily, but I should say but with it, use an hourly time frame, use a 15-minute time frame, use a 30-minute time frame or something to see the last, say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 days possible, and what kind of downtrend or trend line is actually forming with said ticker that you're looking at. There's a $5 touch right on the dot for Tops right there. So $5 touch right on the dot for Tops. Right on the dot. So kind of like AERC has pretty strong $5 resistance as I just loaded a little bit ago. Over $5, I'd say Tops does have room to run probably to about 565, 570 today. A lot of resistance there from past short history, as you can tell right here. Once was support at 565, plus we have the 50-day moving average at 560-ish, 570 area as well. Chicago said I'm at fast food level 1. That's so funny. I have a body of experience with that level. Love it, Chicago Sid Kid. I understand it. I'd probably just, if anything, you know, if I got, I'd be good with 2. You know, I'm like, there's so many restaurants that I love. I'd be like, ooh, this one's good. And then, oh, crap. I wouldn't have to keep pushing. You know me, I love food. Dart Trader was listening to MC Breed, love it. Just for kicks, I have a limit order at $50 for Twitter once it's unhalted paper trail. There we go, okay. Is Wilson still around? Sky Champ, I know you mentioned Wilson there, but is Wilson still around? Whatever happened to old Wilson? I missed some of the guys, you know, that were at the seminar that I haven't seen in a while. Okay, I was wondering, I hadn't seen Wilson in a minute. Love seeing when you, Sky Champ and Swing, when you guys show up. Of course, Swing, you know, sometimes you guys are just in the background, just listening. I understand that. And by the way, Twitter, again, halted down at 13 after. That would be 12:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that has been over an hour, almost an hour and 20 minutes as of right now, team, that Twitter has been halted on the downside. Pending news. The Elon Musk buyout news is pending as of right now. I see you. I know. She's a big girl. Say big OL. What are you doing? Kissing McGee. You just a big old kisser. Alex Vaughn. I know exactly. That's every time Wilson. I mean, every time. I mean, that's. He had a good friend, you know. He had a good name for Wilson, too. Let's see. Do you remember that joke at the restaurant on Wednesday at the? So essentially the Wednesday, so the night. So essentially at Twin Peaks, he made a joke. Just calmly said, "I'm a short swinger," and we all bust. No, I do not remember that joke at all. Sky Chimp, I do not remember that. Was a good dinner though. Good dinner with you guys. I'm ready for a round. I'm ready for round 2. It was good to meet all you guys. And next time I want more of you all to come. I would definitely want more of you to come, you know, next time around. Any questions you guys have? Nice bounce play from the Spy there. There's your return on the Spy, team. So there's your return on the Spy overall. Great. If you're looking for a short though opportunity, I would say the Spy does have one coming up soon. The Spy's running back into what is some prime resistance after this massive reversal. So I'd say anywhere like right, and it's hitting it now, anywhere around now up to 376 would be your short opportunity for a good short play back on down. Big recovery there. I still think, I know Lafferty asked earlier if it cracked below 375 and did it pretty quickly. I know it could possibly recover, but I still think overall after this massive crackback, I know we're going to have some sort of bounce here. I think we still close below 375 today. Woo! Tops, new high of day. Just saw that squeeze up. So Tops, new high of day. Nice little move there overall from Tops. You can get down here and lay with your siblings if you want to. You can lay down. INBX, possible in shape. INBX. Take a look at this. Yeah, but I think overall too with this, just play. It's going to be a little bit slow and steady. You know, if you look for NBDX, this is going to be, to me, in my opinion, where the real short's going to become. Is going to be under this the 2750-ish area is where INBX, you're going to get more of these shorts. So under 27.5, that's where this dumps down, gets close to the VWAP, around the $27 area into the VWAP. Then we get down, then you can really tell too, this nice support area at say 26-ish, 26.15. That's where we definitely will, I would, because with these plays team, a lot of the time what I've noticed is gap up mentality, what we've kind of been seeing recently. They tend to not hold their gains very well. And they find their way back usually to the support area below. Now, the area that it's holding today, and you can tell, is that $25 area. It comes back to past chart history resistance here. You are seriously such a goob right now. Fine, you can come back up here and sit with me. You are seriously a big old baby. I want you to know that, though. But if we get under 25, on the daily, you can tell INBX is done. It's going to be done for, and it's going to continue to drop back down. So I would keep that on watch back under these certain areas. You can tell the 27-ish area is one with the VWAP intact. The $26 area, then it fades back down to 25, possibly where that little low is from the day that you can tell the open. What was the open? The open's 25.08. It gets underneath that. INBX is going to start finding its way. Woo! Tops to the downside. Tops with a nice squeeze. There's the pop to 550-ish area. Overall, this may have room to 570 still. So Tops is moving its way up toward that 50-day moving average around 570. No news on Tops. It's just one of those fall mover. Usually we get that. It's kind of random when it happens. Usually it's November. Deck, I know, kind of gone over that a couple times, but usually if Novembers of past Novembers, we have seen Tops, other shipper plays go bananas. Oh, AERC with another squeeze. So we have AERC popping up as well. So AERC Tops battling for top spot. Yeah, there used to be a lot more. Oh man, I can't remember them all anymore now, BJ. But there was about 5 or 6 shippers you could keep on watch during, the fall season, especially November. Just moved away so much from those, and those haven't popped at all really recently. So some of them aren't even, on the. God, I want to say, I forgot what Diana was. DCX, I think DXC or DX. There was one that started with the D that I know Deck made $20,000 with. There's multiple ones, but Tops, yeah, GLBS was another one that actually is still around. You can see it's trying to pop up a little bit, not doing nearly as much. Dries was another one. That was another good one. Dries, there you go. No, it wasn't DHL. What was it? It was Dirty Diana. It was the name. It was that's what we called it, but it was Diana Shipping. So I'll look that up. Will you just chill? I have to do this. We'll just go back to look at. Let's see here. Go back to Tops real quickly. DSX. There we go. There she is. There's Dirty Diana. So this one is still around. I just typed in Diana shipping stock because it literally is. I remember just my Diana shipping. We called this one Dirty Diana. You got to be careful with Dirty Diana. BTB. What do I think about BTB, Caddy? A good short opportunity. A lot of these recently, especially you can tell that gap up. Like I said, this big gap up. Most times these find their way. I would say BTB finds its way back down to 20, low 20s, possibly even down to 20 cents. BTB, I bet it finds its way all the way back down to 20 cents. And that just comes back to the daily, what's holding it up. Then you look at this charting, the only thing that's holding up today is going to be 27 cents, then down to about 24-ish cents, 23.5, then you're down to 20. I would say short that on the way down. Oh, yeah, BJ, yeah, Dries. Oh, yeah, a lot of those tickers went bananas. Yeah, a lot of those back in the day. Yeah, you go back. They've had reverse splits now. You can tell that, or, well, I hate that it's done this. We'll go back to Tops even because I think Tops will be the same thing that you can do this to. You can tell the reverse splits they've had. This stock will show thousands of dollars, I want to say, here in a second. And this ticker was never, yeah, see, that's what I thought. You can tell that, yeah, like this stock never saw this stock was $20,000 at one time. No, that's just from crazy reverse splits. But yeah, this Tops was another one that went parabolic. And then, yeah, they did so many stupid reverse splits, this, that, and the other. And now the stocks, you know, to make it to where people can try to keep pushing and pushing and pushing it. DHT, I think, would be on that list. Would it be? Is it a shipping play? It could be. I don't know. I haven't heard of DHT Holdings, but the shipping plays, usually that'll be right off the bat. You'll tell, like GLBS, it'll say, you know, like Global, what didn't really actually make it. It doesn't say it there, actually, but that's a big time shipper. Tops would be a shipper. You can say it ships. Of course, ships was another one. I say I brought up ships. Was it not one, or ship was a ship? Ship is one. You know, when you see maritime, that usually means it's a shipper. And then, of course, Diana DSX was the other one. Was it DSX, right? I said? Yeah, Diana Shipping. So, yeah, DHT could be. Definitely go to, which you'd go to Yahoo Finance. This is the best way to do it. Yahoo Finance. You just click on it. You go to Profile. Let's see. Industry. Oil and gas. Okay, so this is the energy sector. So this is the energy sector. Located in Bermuda. Full-time employees, 18. I love this. Going over to Yahoo Finance and clicking on Profile. The president and CEO is Mr. Sveen Moinks Harfeld. I think that's how you'd say his name. Those, my friend, those are some different names I can't say. There we go. All the way out Bermuda, Bahama. But see, it says this. DHT is through its subsidiaries owns crude oil tankers. Okay. So it is kind of, in a way, it's large crude carriers. It's a little bit different shipper, but yep, same kind of thing. DSX, so then you just come over here and you can always do this, and that's what I love coming to these. And you go to Profile, Industries, Maritime Shipping, so Industrials, okay. Oh, 819. Located in Greece, Athens, Greece, okay, all right there. Diana Shipping provides shipping range of dry bulk cargoes, including commodities such as iron, oil, coal, grain, other. There you go. So yeah, all right. There you go. So yes, you're right. RHT. That's all I love going through there, and that's where you find out 100%. Go to Yahoo Finance team if you're ever looking at a ticker and you have a question about it. Go to Yahoo Finance. That's a cool thing. You just click on the ticker, like it's hyperlinked in chat, where you just click on it, opens up in Yahoo Finance. Go to the profile and it gives you all the information you need right off the bat. Now I've got the Beach Boys in my head. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty. Anyone been to Bermuda before? Is it just out? I know it's out in the middle of nowhere. If you have been to Bermuda, how far is the flight from Miami, and is it absolutely gorgeous and worth going? Because I just see that out in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared to fly there. Like, when you think of all the smaller islands that you see that are just gorgeous, but then you're going, oh, it's just like the Bahamas, gorgeous, but it's a little bit bigger, close to United States. It's not just out in the middle of nowhere all by yourself. Really? Okay. Kind of like the Dark Traders in Hawaii, a little bit bigger island, that's a little bit bigger. When I see those little small islands like that, I'm like, man, that is just so little. I know, boo boo. I'll take you out soon. I know you're a puppy, and I'm dealing with a Great Dane puppy. I know. Dang, Uncle Mark had an office there. They had to visit 6. So what's an Uncle Mark? Just kind of like what's the point of having an office? Is it just kind of like having it in Puerto Rico? Just saving a lot of money, having an office in Bermuda that you wouldn't have to face if it was in, say, Miami, somewhere in California, or even Arkansas, as cheap as Arkansas or Oklahoma is. Is it just that much cheaper to have the office in Bermuda? And then how far is the flight? Is it a 4-hour flight, 5-hour flight, 3? It's got to at least be 3 hours, I'd imagine, from Miami. And I'm thinking Miami would be the airport, or that Fort Lauderdale would be the airport you take. I don't know. Are the Carolinas closer? Just asking for a friend. I mean, I might go one day, but just asking. I'm just a very curious person. I always like to know these things. Tops overall and AERC. So let's put these in chat team. Tops, AERC, top penny stocks to watch. Moving into Power Hour. Offshore and British invest. Oh, there we go. Gotcha. New York, Atlanta, and Miami. Oh, that makes sense. Even Atlanta or Miami, yeah. Or if it's New York, I should say. Alex Vaughn, CEO, probably. Exactly. But offshore and British investments make sense. Okay. I was just wondering. I'm like, why there, though? Are we really saving lots of money going to Bermuda, or is it just because you just because? There you go, though. I got you. Hey, now that makes a little more sense. Tops team overall, I would not a lot of room to run on Tops as far as resistance is concerned. Now, again, if we pop over this level, Tops truly could run to about 650, 635, 650. And so Pops, if Tops pops over this 570 mark, believe Tops will pop a little higher, does have room to 635 to 650. Pops is Topson, it's Topsons and Popsons. It's more north than you. I know, that's what I thought, Uncle Mark. It is, because that's why I was like, it might not even be Miami. I was like, because in the end, I was like, maybe the Carolinas might have something that's closer, because it is so far up more north than you think. So then, is the weather cooler then? Really, thinking about that, because like Bermuda, but like Bahamas, you think about southern Miami, just being closer to the equator, you generally speaking get warmer weather. So does it not get the consistent warm weather, and it's a little bit cooler in some seasons? It gets a little cooler maybe during, like, say, winter months, since you had to go there so much. With the Gulf Stream. Okay, gotcha. All right. Just questions, always asking over here. Always trying to learn more. Literally taking it on in. Swing with some Dr. Seuss. I like it. All right, team. Any last questions, comments, concerns? And I had a feeling Tops was getting pretty close here, team. I just have a feeling with Tops, I would be careful going long on this a little bit more so. There's a nasty pullback from Tops. AERC, in my opinion, is going to have a little bit more continuation, consolidation, better technically sound movement to it, at least in my opinion. It looks like AERC, I know it's a little bit lower float. I would just trust AERC a little bit more than I trust Tops. Tops has a float that's less than half of AERC2, so you can see the volatile movement, I should say, that you can go up and then down and then up and then really back down. You crack $5, I think we really will head down to the $4 range, team, and you have to be careful at that point going long or short. I don't know if shorts are available, but I would be looking more toward the short side. Again, though, 2 million in float, you have to be careful. AERC, definitely, in my opinion, a little bit more of the technically sound mover. We have one flag pop. We are building a second flag on top of the first flag that looks almost identical to flag number one. If you may, get the pop up, you probably can move overall, I would say maybe to 6. To me, overall, AERC has legs to 6 today, somewhere in that area, and that's it. And so if you're looking for the next leg up, it's going to be a break of this top shelf for the next move, which really doesn't have much holding it down. There's really not. Again, a little bit at 550, and then you're moving to 6 for AERC. If you are looking for a short and you have shorts available, under 5, you're going to see a nice pullback to 480, or you can put your trend line in right here. And how long does this actually last? I would say probably not too long, maybe for the push to 550, maybe to the push to $6. Boom, and there's your trend line. Uncle Mark, I love talking to you guys and figuring stuff out. Deep, good shorting area. Where at deep? Which stock are you looking at deep? Rolling in the deep, which one, boss? Which one are we looking at? Deep, which one? I'm not a big fan of Atlantis because I don't like all the kids. Atlantis is cool. I will say that. I went to Baja Mar. It's more adult-ish. And so I wanted to get away from kids on my honeymoon. I didn't want to see a bunch of kids because I don't have kids. I don't want kids right now. So I didn't want to be around a bunch of kids. And so that's the only reason I went there. Although I would imagine when we went, it wouldn't have been seen as many kids because we went in mid to late October. So it probably wouldn't have seen that many kids. But we did. It's kind of the same thing. I typed it out in my head. I love that deep. But it is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I like it for sure. But yeah, it's just kind of a little too kiddish for us. But I love all the stuff they've done. Definitely, at least of course, Baja Mar's getting there. But you add in all the adult kid stuff that I like to do, the slides. It's definitely something I like to visit for sure. I just didn't want to be there for 5 days. I would have want to be there for probably like a day and a half, and then I would have been like, okay, enough. But again, like I said, when we went, probably wasn't a time when there would have been a lot of kids there. Tops overall, I would say, which again, if you're ever looking to go to and that's why I didn't know, I was asking Mark, the Bahamas, go in October, team. No one is hardly there as far as a lot of tourists. A lot of people are back, September, October, and the weather is perfect. Oh, wow, team. Tops. I just went over that. Really, that I was saying they're deep. $5. I did kind of just go over that. $5 crack. Watch for move back down. That's really where you're going to get your short. This is a lot like AERC. Had a trend line as well. Really, if you want to put your trend line in, boom, right there. That's where I'd have the trend line at. And you can see we had a trend line crack. Had a $5 shelf crack. I would say this has movement down to kind of like just like an ERC. 480-ish at first, and we possibly have room down to 470 and really 460. I would bet Tops finds its way easily down to 460 at this moment. Really could find its way down to the lower $4 area around 440-ish in my opinion. So yeah, it was to me really the trend, whichever trend line you want to go with. This was the safer one with the $5 shelf crack. Back on down, there wasn't much of a shelf really built in. Really just more of a support line naturally with the VWAP. Was resistance earlier. Watch for a fail there. So if you didn't get in, watch for a fail here at 5 and the crack back down to the 480-ish and definitely 460 area underneath that. You're kidding me. I just put this ticker in. Did I not just Treetop Josh when I was trying to find in Dirty Diana, I put DXC in. I was like, what's the ticker? And of course it's DSX, but did I not put DXC in earlier, team? Did I not put DXC in? I was like, nope, that wasn't it, because I swear I remember seeing technology. I swear I put this ticker in. I swear on everything I put that ticker in. You're good. No, Deep, you're good, man. No, you're good. You're always good, boss. I'm always here for you. Miss Boss, nice to see you, baby. Nice to see you, baby girl. How you doing over there now? Lit M. You talking about little Lit M? I've seen Lit M pop in the past. We've seen this one pop. When did we see Lit M? There it goes. Okay, June-ish we saw it. Last month we saw it pop a little bit. Go Yuko Allen. Nice, baby boy. Yeah, 2K. Hey, man, 2K day. Can't ask for a better one than that. Please, oh, I mean, you can, but you know, I mean, come on. 2K a day. Jeez, you average that a year. That's a $500,000+ year easy. CAD. Well, I say probably right around it. What do we have? 250 trading days in a year, something like that, times 2. So yeah, right around. That's what I thought. Right around there. CAD, please. I need help. Let's see. You're trying to place my first trade in option platform. Trade Z. Oh, you're in Trade Zero. I don't trade options in Trade Zero, man. I really don't. So I mean, I can try to walk this through together if you want to, real quickly. I don't have Trade Zero pulled up. I'll pull it up real quickly though. Need a shave. Let's see on this shave team. Come on now. Your boy slacking over here. All right, here we go. Let's go with the SPY. Yeah, here we go. All right, so cool. The first thing we're gonna want to do, boss, is we're gonna want to pull up this right here. I don't think I have my account number on there, do I? I've shown it to you like 80 times. What does it matter? And go to complex options. So get this pulled up and then click on complex options. Okay, complex options. We got that pulled up. We got it pulled up. All right, so this is what this will pull up. It's going to pull up first blank. So put in the SPY, whatever ticker you want to look at. Right up off the bat, which is pretty easy, it's going to show you your expiration date, which ones you want to use. And I would say go with this one right here because this is going to show you the most profit because it's my birthday. I'm just kidding. But generally speaking, you want to go the first one in the money. So it's going to be the first contract, the first day that's available, which is going to be the 5th. And I'm pretty sure that is tomorrow, and it is. So that would be your first one. Maybe even go with the 7th if you want to go a little bit more, a little bit further down the line. Then you're going to be looking at which one's in the money, which one's out of the money. Well, you can tell which one's in the money. Let's go back to the SPY real quickly, and I can just kind of show you this so you can look at the chart at the same time. You're going to see in the money as, of course, dark right here, or out of the money, or below the money, whatever the heck you want to call it. I forgot what it's called. But this is going to be 374. So these are the ones that are in the money. I imagine this is for the put side, or are these on both, right? So we have this is going to be your call side. This is going to be your put side. And so if you want to do put, this is going to be where, if you want to, let's see, right click, preferences. No, can I do level 2? Oh, okay. That just pulls it up over here. I don't really need the level 2. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Call or put. Aha. I figured it out. All right, so here we go. So here's your date, expiration date up top. So here's our expiration date, boss. So which expiration date? These are all puts, but we can change them to calls, and that's right down here, put or call. We can even change the contract option if we want to do it down here. We can just all do it with our boxes. We don't have to do it up here. I can just come right up here and actually change or right here and do the contracts, right? And so now you can go through and you can see which contract and strike price you want. You want 376, you want 375. You just click on it and it comes up right there. And so there's your call, right? If you were to do one, I almost want to practice this with you, as you can see. And then boom, buying it. You want to do your call, you want to buy this. You want to sell it, you're going to sell it, right? That's how you're going to do that one, my friend. And if you want to do a put, you're going to do the same thing. So go to put right here. And you're going to buy that thing, buy to open. You're going to sell or close. You're going to buy it, and then you're going to sell it. You're going to buy your put contract. So whichever one you want. So again, go up top, and it's going to be, I forgot what it was called, complex options. This will pop up. Put whatever ticker you want in there. Then it'll pull up your contracts, starting with expiration date. That's soonest. And you can change your contracts up here, your expiration date, I should say, or change your expiration date down here. Then you can just click on whichever one you want, and you can tell out of the money. Right here, this one's in the money. That's well, I should say this is for a call. So these are going to be in the money. These are out of the money. You go to a put, and you can tell. Now these are in the money. These are out of the money. Those are just differentiated by the light color and the darker color. You can tell. That makes sense, boss? Do you have any questions about that? And you could do a limit order. You could do a market order, however you want to do it here and wherever you want to place it. Now, if you want to look at the, I don't know if there's a way to, and I don't, most traders don't look at the contract actual charting. They're just really looking at what they're looking at the chart of, say, SPY. And so that's really all you'd want to do is just you kind of have everything right here in front of you, really for the most part. And then you can make this smaller if you want to, so that way you're only really looking at the main ones that are really close by. And this is kind of your order box like Deck pulls up. Really, like when you're watching Deck with E-Trade, you just get the actual contract still inside of it. Sean won't buy one. Does that make sense, Cad? You got it, boss? So you can see your strike price, whichever one you want. You can even change that over here if you want to. Change your strike price, change your put, change your call. That makes sense there, boss? You got it, baby boy? Cad, is that? Oh, thank you, boss. Good. There you go. Anything to help you guys out. I should have done it earlier, Sean. I should have done it earlier when I alerted this two short, literally the two shorts that I said. Watch for the trend line crack, and I have a feeling this comes down to 376, and then this 376 crack. Right now, it'd just be kind of like Deck just getting in for fun and wasting, I say wasting some money, but you never know. Maybe it ends up being a green trade. I love you, though, Shawnee. Making a comeback from the dead. Yeah, SPY's definitely making a comeback. I'm honestly shocked. I'm surprised the SPY, I should say the SPY has moved up this much from that reversal back down. I would have, like Lafferty asked earlier, you collapse that hard, I just think you'll finally taper off and find it. And I thought we would consolidate at 374 and possibly pop to 376 over time, but work our way back down, below 375 for the day. And we still could. I didn't see this nice return. I mean, we almost identical to what we came down. You can tell down, this little S shape down, up, S shape up, right? So we're almost doing the same exact thing, team, as we did on the way down, which is just, again, why I always say put your lines in and trade them. And essentially, history repeats itself. What we've done before, you're going to see again if you can find a certain pattern, shape, setup, whatever you want to call it, and it's something that you can repeat day in, day out. That's why I say there's no reason to move away from that. You should be doing that day in, day out, and no questions asked. Any last questions, comments, concerns, anything else you have, team, before I'm done for the day? Let me know right now. Making me wish I would have traded it real money, but I'm let's see. You're going to do, yeah, dude. I wouldn't. You're good to go. Hey, but everyone's different, I am not. I am solid once I've made my money. I usually have other things to do, but I just one of those traders that like to move on, save my brain for the next day. That's why I even show, again, everyone's different. You even see the Cushes of the world. Like, I'm a lot like Cush. And then you have traders that stick around all day long. They want to trade. They want to place trade. So find your happy medium is my point with anyone out there in your trading. Don't overtrade. And then you got to get trades in, because I have some traders, and I can name a few in chat that was me at first, just getting trades. And I think that's why I am what I am, because I was a trader at first I was lucky to get a trade in. I was a scared little pussycat, team. Definitely so. I was a wussy. I'll tell you that. See, BBG, so the strike price, just a suggestion and not necessary to reach to close. Yeah, exactly, 100%. Exactly, BBG. Love Chip didn't trade today. I was in sessions, this morning, so I didn't trade. And in the sessions I was in, we weren't looking at stocks. We were just really asking questions, going over things, going over previous trades they maybe have taken. So I didn't take any trades today. I actually am 0 for 0 for the day with no trades, which again, I'm fine with that. Being 3 for 3 yesterday, making almost $2,000 on 3 trades. I'm good to go. I don't really worry about the next. Again, that's just me. I mean, a lot of it comes back to, again, like I said, where I was at first and where I am now, and being happy with those 2, 3, 4 trades a day if I get those in, and being able to man, I'm done. I can go. Well, of course I go live for lunch, but back in the day, I can go do what I want now. I can literally go play golf. I can do that. I can whatever I want to do. Right? I can go do that stuff. That was my goal, really. Going live for you guys in the morning, which I will start doing a little bit more of. I'll go live for you guys a little bit more in the morning coming up soon. Getting my trades in, kind of like what Kush does. Get my trades in with you guys. Then I'm done for the day. Maybe still do lunch hour commentary into next year, but probably just really start moving toward doing morning commentary. See if someone else that essentially that deck trust to do day in, day out lunch hour commentary and to go over these plays while it is a little bit slower, get some lessons in, whatever it may be. I did want to bring up NBX here because INBX is moving to new high of day. I did bring this one up earlier. It's been a nice, good squeeze play overall for the day. Max is new you. That's kind of, that's all right. Yeah, we're all really similar for the most part. We have some differences, for the newer traders when we're newer. And again, I brought that up even earlier this morning. I said, well, that new process could last, even unfortunately up to over a year for some traders. And when I say you're new, as in until you're confident and you're consistent in your trading and you're making money on at least a week in, week out basis. I won't say day in, day out, but a week in, week out basis, you're green. You're still a new trader to me. That's still new. You're still trying to figure it out. And one of the big struggles I've seen early on, like the two-face, is either you don't trade at all and you're too scared to trade and you overthink things way too much. Is this trade going to be worth it? I've only got 3 days. You just too thinking too much. Don't ever take a trade. Too scared. Confidence isn't, whatever it may be. Then you've got the group that trade. They overtrade. Scale in way too much. Now they're in full-size account and letting the trade, and then they're letting the runners go and run. And not letting the winners run. And those are kind of the two different traders really over when it comes, at least, when it comes to trading. You really obviously don't have the middle ground of, well, I'm tasting like 2 or 3 trades a day and you just this nice consistent kind of base early on that I try to tell most traders to get. Find 1 ticker, maybe 2 at most. Stay on that ticker all day long and don't take more than 3 or 5 trades. That way you can really track what you're doing, go over it, learn a lot faster versus taking no trades. How the hell are you going to learn anything from no trades? You can't. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Or on the opposite end, you just trade. Now you've got to go over 20 trades a day. That's a lot of work to do. And then a lot of deciphering to figure out what you're good and not good at. So it's like find a happy medium to 3 to 5, and hardly anyone can do that early on. It's either you never trade, you're too scared, or you just trade your ass off and you just trade for, way too much. T-Farm, will you be in chat tomorrow? Yeah, T-Farm, I will be in chat tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, I know Chicago Sid Kid. I think I saw Chicago. I literally barely caught that. I was in and out of my office right in between sessions when I saw the message. But was in sessions this morning. Tomorrow, freed up again to be able to trade live. So if you were looking for my alerts this morning or any kind of guidance, sorry I was not around. I will be there though. Yes, tomorrow morning I will be there for you all 100%. So tomorrow morning, look for me. I'll be there. Cali Kid, can you quickly go over option with TD Ameritrade? Yeah. Yep. Also, and yes, Cali Kid, it does count against you if you're under the PDT. That's why I would say if you want to do options, have a cash account. I have 2 accounts with Thinkorswim, so I have turned one of them into my options account. This is still my day trading account to go long or to do shorts with. And the main thing you want to always go over to is go to the trade tab up top. And I always have the active trader here because if I'm looking at the SPY. And then what I'll do is go over to the All Products tab and then say, of course, you want to look at the SPY or whatever you want to trade options with. And this is where you're going to go to. So you're always going to go to the Trade tab. And you don't have to be in the Active Trader. You could be in the Charts tab. You can be wherever you want to set up your chart because you're really just going to be looking at the SPY. But this way, if you want to, you can put your contract right here. And so you go over to All Products. Say you want to get you want to look at, say, that yours just, again, for instance, You're like the SPY right now for a short, so you want to go, and that would be just so you won't change it on Thinkorswim. This is the put side. This is the call side. This is in the money. This is in the money. This is out of the money. This is out of the money. And so what you'd want to do is, let's say if you want to do it like you want to say, first one in the money, I want a short right now. You right click, you're going to send this over to say, I think I have maroon set up as my active trader over here. Actually, it's purple. So we'll go back to all products. Go back, right click on 377 again, send to my lilac, my purple over there, go back to active trader, and now you have that set there. And so now you can trade it. There's many different ways that you can do it, but now it comes to you how you want to set it up. But that's how you find it at least. You go to your trade tab up top right here, monitor, trade, analyze, whatever. Go to your all products page, type in what ticker you want to do, and you can see all the different options there are all the way down, all the different expiration dates. Choose your expiration date. Puts are on the right, calls are on the left. So going long on the left, going short on the right. In the money's in the purple, out of the money in the black. That makes sense, boss? And yeah, Twitter's still halted. But let me know if you got that, Cali Kid. About the PDT and about how to figure it out. Or how to trade it, essentially. There you go, Lafferty. Get those base hits, man. I'm telling you. Tell that big time. Most traders, I say that all the time. If you can collect base hits, every once in a while, one of those are going to turn into a double, and it's a sum of triple and a home run. So 4 base hits equals a home run. Every once in a while. So you get a base hit, double. There's a home run. Those add up, is my point. The more base hits you get, those are going to add up over time. Limiting those big losses, cut those losses quickly so you don't have big losses. You just have you let the winners run a little bit more, learn to scale out. That all happens at first too. That's a lot of the traders really too. You get into a trade, you're out of it, you don't let the winner run. But boy, you surely will stay in that loser or something that you probably should cut a little bit longer. For what reason? It's just mentally. I think we want to see when we're green, we want more. We get greedy. You don't take the profit early on. You lose the profit because it comes back down. Then versus now you're say barely greener in the red. You just now hope starts kicking in. And for a lot of traders, that really for whatever reason, just as much as that greed outruled your discipline and what is you're taught to kind of scale out and take your profit, put in your back pocket. The hope just as strong as the greed takes over, and now you become way too hopeful and thinking you'll at least get back to maybe your first target you were at. Maybe now let's just get back to entry so I can be green or just even on the trade. Okay, let's just get back to the stop loss at this point. You start doing that sort of mentality versus being as robotic as possible. As I went over earlier in my session, you have to be as robotic as possible. Finding your entry, finding your stop loss, finding your targets, and sticking to them. No ifs, ands, or buts. All right, team, I think we're done. You keep pushing nuclear element. Y'all, you're doing good. Y'all are honestly, I'm telling you, if you just keep pushing, doing your thing, learn stuff from myself, learn stuff from Deck, learn stuff from Kush, learn stuff from any of the other top gold traders in chat. Anyone else that goes live, active trader, Juan trades, great traders, great minds. They are. We all have good minds, team. Don't think just because we're going live and streaming doesn't mean that you don't have or can't be a good trader or you don't have a great mind. You just haven't put a lot of time into this that we have. You put the time in, you're going to get there, I promise you. So just keep pushing. Be your own trader. You will be successful. All right, so stocks to watch. Let's go over these real quickly. INBX. We're going to go with Tops because Tops is still somehow moving along. AERC as I knew would. What else do we have moving up? Anything else that I've seen recently? ILAG, that was another one. Renard's play. Moving back out to high of day area. Top small cap plays to watch. Twitter. Keep on watch for unhalt after news. Tesla. Boom. There we go. Well, I said boom. There we go. I typed in a number. My computer does that. I somehow can erase like a whole freaking. It erases too fast. My backspace button team is literally like. I would say I would compare it to, oh, I don't know, Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my gosh. Your boy AK over here having some real typo errors. Any questions, comments, concerns why I finished this top? I just realized I put topos in there as well. I've completely messed this one up, team. 375. Now we're good. Any last questions, comments, concerns you have? INBX tops, AERC, ILAG, top penny stocks, top small cap plays to watch overall. Twitter, keep on watch for the unhalt and what it does afterward. Tesla as well, what it does in correspondence. And of course, the SPY, can we hold 375? What kind of microphone do I have? I have the HyperX. I forgot exactly what it's called. I'll look it up for you though. HyperX. Very good, very nice. Love some HyperX. Have very good quality. Here it is, right here. So the HyperX Quadcast S USB microphone. So this is the one that I have. Of course, I have the black one. I didn't know even they made a white one. But I got the black one. Love how it's the RGB. We can get it just as it's red. You know, I think it's a little bit cheaper. It just stays red. I got the ones that'll fluctuate the different colors. You can tell it slowly goes through all the different colors overall. Doesn't mess with my eyes. You know, I think some people that may mess with their eyes, I don't even notice it. I think it just looks cool, you know, at night when you have your setup from your computer and the tower and the see-through and the cool lights from the fans and stuff are going off, the LED lights, so it just matches it. So there you go, the Quadcast HyperX S, whatever it's called. I don't even remember now, but yes, very nice. Love the HyperX though. Very good mic. Hopefully that's a good thing though too, Max's news, and you actually like it, and that's a good thing, and you're not like, dude, get a new mic, your mic sucks. Before you go, what's the plan on tops here for a short? Tops, yeah, new high of day team on the squeeze. I would just be careful with tops as it's moved back through this downtrend line, or as it pretty much is, or I should say the old trend line up. Tops is moving right in the resistance at 615. Love chip, if you do want to go for a short, I understand this area is pretty prime resistance at the 615-ish, 610 mark. I just would be careful and say this has room, in my opinion, up to 640 now. So watch for 640 to be overall the high that this does create, and this continues to hold. I would be careful shorting a stock that has a float with 2 million popping like Tops is right now. Tops has the pops going on. So just be careful shorting this. Also, back under this area wouldn't be bad. 565, get underneath that. You know you're probably good down to 535. But as fast as this moves, the spread that it has, because of how volatile that low float it is, it's very hard to get in and out those areas unless you place limit orders. So just be careful shorting it. Know that you have areas from around 615 up to 640 as real prime resistance. Under 565, you do have some room down to 535 to the VWAP. Exactly, and there you go, Taylor Trader. That's what I love, yeah. Never done it in one option contract. That's awesome. Well, I'm like, you just figure out what's worse. But I think that's just become kind of like you saw there when I first started trading, penny stocks really blew up. And since those blew up, I saw right after that Forex and Forex traders. And I think a lot of them were fake and just wanted your money. And that's how it seems like a lot of Forex traders are. Like, hey, how's your trading portfolio? You'd get these DMs. How's your trading portfolio? You should trade Forex. Let me do it for you. Can I have your money, essentially? Anywho. That became pretty big. Now it really seems like options has kind of taken off and has been the new fad or trend, however you want to word it, over the past year or so, where you see a lot of traders doing options now, a lot of top traders on social media, you know, these influencers essentially that you start to see are doing options. Oh, wow. And again, influencers. So that's why they're influencing you to go, man, there's an option to trade, right? There's another option. Find what works best for you. And I'll tell you right now, and you won't ever do an option, you won't have to wear. If you can't figure out charting and read charting and where a stock's going to go, up or down or sideways, you won't ever be able to, don't even worry about options. You can't even figure out charts and shares. So, you know, become good at shares and options, or I should say charting at first. The main thing is charting. If you can't get charting down, you're going to be lost in anything you do. But yeah, you get my point. Just do you. You know, there's many ways to make money in the stock market. There's not just one said way that's saying, or hey, here's the new hot fad that everyone's doing and you can make a lot of money real fast. You know, that generally that rule of thumb, and again, back to stock trading, why most of us get into it is A, financial freedom, but also that we go, whoa, you can make this much money that fast? Man, I had to wait this many tables, pick up that much freaking food off the freaking floor, take out how much trash, clean the you know what how many times, and I've only made this much money in 2 freaking weeks. And they just made how much in 22 seconds or 22 minutes? You know, so you get lost in that, you know, the translation there of what the work they put in, what they're investing, and the trader they are. You know, to become the trader you want to become, it could be completely different. Don't even have shares available. Yeah, so there you go, Love Ship. That's what I said. And here's why I said be careful shorting this as this continues to squeeze, because it looks like a squeezy play that wants to at least go to 640, 650. And exactly, Treetop Josh, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's why, again, it's so hard for me to get into, and which I'm going to try again tomorrow, but get into doing options a little bit just to practice it, just to add to the repertoire. But because every day I'm coming in and finding a setup that I want to attack because it's just what I do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like yesterday with VSAT. I came right in, saw VSAT, saw prime setup after prime setup, and I'm like, well, here's how I know I can make a quick buck. $500 turns to 1,000, turn into almost it would turn into 1,500, but almost turn into 2,000. Just by taking some simple trades. And it's been, again, I mean, that's easy work for me. I don't have to do much. I'm not thinking hard. I'm literally just sitting here going, hey, alert, 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 click button, in trade, sit here, mess with dogs, drink water. You know, it's like there's not a lot of hard work going on. So it's hard for me to want to leave that success. Lastly, team, as always, if you need any of my Instagram or YouTube for essentially you need any lessons from me, you want to go over any of the trades I've taken recently, any of the live streams, of course, the most recent one would be today. If you want to look at some of the past trades I took, recaps that I've done, interviews with with traders in chat. Of course, they're live, but interviews with, say, Ashton Nolan, Alex Vaughn, Tim Z, 419 Tech. I'd love to get Taylor Trader on one time. I want to get Zach Hopper on. I want to get more of you guys on in chat. But a lot of top traders in chat, J Trades, I did him as well. Thanos crossover, you're looking to get into that. Gaining and maintaining, patience in the stock market. You know, reading the level 2 in the tape. You keep rolling through, you're going to find some more. You know, obviously more. Here's the interview week that I did back earlier this year when I did a real big interview week. Candlestick confirmation, I can't tell you how beneficial that is. Reversals in the stock, whatever, short selling, volume, how to read it, any of these things, stock market, all these recaps, going back over those, just seeing why I took trades, where I alerted, where I got in, why I got in, why I got out, and where I got out. You want to come over and what's the most recent one do we got? Well, we're up to 2.6 views here, 2.6K. The one on, I will say the one on TikTok, I had my first video viral on TikTok. It has, I don't know, but earlier today it had, well, I say viral for me, it had over 40,000 views. So I was like, oh wow, finally have one that hit over 10,000 views here. It's going viral. If you need any help from me, every Tuesday, now of course next Tuesday I will be off, but every Tuesday moving forward for the rest of this year for the most part, I have opened up Trading Live with me, my website. So go over to Prime Trading Investments. Yes, each week, the last week of each month, I will, so the last week of each month, so I'll still do it 1 week a month. I'll open up 2 or 3 days to come over and trade live with me. But until then, if you want to do it, Tuesdays are the day to come over and trade live with me. If that doesn't work, just DM me, email me, ask me, hey, AK, those days aren't working. What about Thursday? Can you do this Thursday? Whatever the day may be, I'll check my calendar and make sure we can get something in on the morning. Real quickly, BRSH. BRSH would go trendline crack. Super slow volume play overall. Ascension. I would wait for this trend line to crack. Probably 10-cent move back down to 120. INBX. Where would I short this? D Sarli. I would wait for this area to short right here, right around this 29.60-ish mark for a move back down to 28.75, right below 29. Possibly when that little shelf right there cracks, then you can see a move back down to maybe the mid-28s. Those would be your 2 areas, and your main one is a 29.60 mark, and underneath that, that's where you could look for a good short starter. Put these back on watch for you again. I know I just put these up there earlier as well, but here we go. Top stocks to watch. Boom, bam, boom. And there's that right there. All right. Any last questions, comments, concerns? Anything else you have, team, let me know. Ascension, caddy with the caddy. Oh, what happened to Jaddy? We used to have a Jaddy in the cat. I forgot. So we used to have Jaddy with the caddy, Jidi. D Star Little Treetop Josh, Love Chip, Taylor Trader, Max is new, You Cool Allen, Lafferty, Cali Kid, T Farm, BBG. Anyone else? J Trades, anyone else in chat, hit me up as of right now. Otherwise, team Sean Worrell, you still driving around listening to me, baby boy. Deep, Miss Boss, Treetop. What we got here was Super Buddy, if you're still around. Geek Bomb, if you're still around today. Any of my lady traders, ring the bell. Any of you guys still around? R-Dub, have a great day, boss. Yep. I'll be around a little bit longer here for the next like 30, 45 minutes or so. I do have a vet appointment this afternoon. Got a couple of dogs we need taken into the vet. Haven't done that. Kind of missed up on September, getting the dogs in, doing our little recap. And if you do have dogs, I know you don't have to vet them up every year, team. I'm like, oh, your vet bills just must be out the team. Are we going to the doctor every year getting vaccinations? No. So unless your dog, and then maybe you do have a dog that goes to the daycare every day, and if you have that, you send your dog to the daycare every day, that's fine. You're out in the public at least once or twice a week with your dog for hours on end. That's fine. But if your dog is sitting at home like these guys are, and they're at home all day, every day, and they're never outside, well, outside doesn't matter about outside, but they're never around other dogs is the main thing, they don't need all those vaccinations. You're over-vaccinating your dog. I'm just letting you know right now. So every 3 years or so, maybe even 3 or 4, you don't need to be doing all those vaccinations every year. Oh, you're due for another shot. I'm like, bro, you're due for another shot. Go, your teeth stink. Get out of here. I love when they say that when I go in. They're like, well, they're overdue. I'm like, bro, they're so unhealthy. They're so unhealthy. Anyway, like, let me tell you something, just so anyone that's out there, don't listen to those stupid. I love some vets, but here's what they want. Go to a dealership. You don't know them. Go to get your car fixed. Well, your oil change, yeah, but you need this and air filter and your cabin air filter. And oh, well, your brakes over here and then your shocks. And the next thing you know, someone's old granny over here spent $3,000 and she need none of that fixed. And then, do they even actually replace those parts, or do they just charge poor granny? I'm just saying, team. It's kind of like that. Any last questions? Yeah, go get your, exactly, Mob Hunter. Go get your 5th booster. Exactly. Like, what? Go get your 17th booster. We need more money. All right. That's what everyone's out bringing up. Exactly, Mob Hunter. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, there we go. Lafferty. Only shot I give my every 3. Exactly. That's it. That's the main thing. Because what? Your dog outside, it's a snake that bites it. A coon gets a hold of it. Squirrel, somehow still bites. Something, yeah. That's why you get that. But still, it stays in the system for like 2 to 3 years. It's not, we don't need, and then some will want to do that every year. And I'm like, boy, you're just putting, who knows what you're giving the poor animal over here. All right. Yeah, that triple phase air wiper. And you know how that is when you go to the place and they're wanting to change this, that, and the other. I love to see you roll up to the vet's office with all your animals loaded up and animals. Exactly. And be like, yeah, so all those shots that these guys needed, like Brody, our 15-year-old Chihuahua, last time he's had shots, and again, that's another thing too. If they get over like 10, they don't need shots anymore every year, every 3 or 4 even. But point being, Brody's 15 years old, 15 and a half. If you're going to give him the half year, his shots or his blood work just came back. Man, this blood work's as good as a 7 or 8 year old. Hadn't had a shot in half a decade, team. Like, hadn't had a shot, and it's been about 5 years since we've given Brody any of that. Trucking on along, little Chihuahua, good to go. Blood work perfect. Anyway, love you guys. Here to always, whether it's food, animal, whatever it might be, just kind of little spread the word of the wisdom over there, right? Little words of wisdom to you guys. Amish are also super healthy, not a single. There you go. Exactly. Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, like all the people, and how they're outdoors all the time too, living that kind of a life, and still can live to say 60, 70, 80, a lot of them 90. This day and age. My grandma, and grandpa, of course, unfortunately both passed now, but that's how they met. It was on a Mennonite farm, but essentially the same thing. But yeah, I mean, my grandpa stopped school, both of them in 8th grade, worked on the farm, smoked cigarettes until his passing, never hardly went to the doctor, hated going to the doctor. I mean, my mom they had to fly up there the last time because he fell, and when they went up there, like, yeah, you didn't go to the doctor, you can't even move. How did you not go see the doctor? Old school. Lived to only 86. No, not bad. Like, there you go. Old school tough, you know what, Ascension. And exactly, all natural. All natural, baby. All natural, Lafferty. It's the way we like them over here. Lost boys, lost girls, I'll see you all back here tomorrow morning. Don't forget, I will be around. Definitely want to get some trades in tomorrow morning. We'll be looking at shares at first, trying to get some options in as well. I know you guys kind of have options covered with Deck and definitely with Kush going live now all the time. You got both options covered. I'm going to get you back. Make sure you always have your pennies or any kind of chart setup you want to look at. You can always DM me, hit me up in chat, whatever. You want to tag me in a message. I'm going to be around tomorrow morning. And again, the more I can get into options, which I don't have to technically, but the main reason I would love to, just so maybe 3 times a week we can get a options trade in during lunch hour. So when, you know, we see a move like today, we can actually get a trade in and get some options in. Lost boys, lost girls. The main thing is, if it ain't broke, there's no need to fix it. Keep making that money. It's like Rue just completely agreed. You know, I think they deserve a little cowbell. They deserve a little cowbell today. They're all out with me. It's been a few days since they've all been out with me. They know that bell. Lost boys, lost girls. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1. Bang! Come on. See you back here tomorrow, team. Little week today, guys. Little week. Come on.
The low rider is a little higher.
Supposed to do just sit around and wait for you. Well, I can't do that. There's no turning back. It takes time to move on. I need love to feel strong, but I've had time to think it through, and maybe I'm too good for you. Oh, do you believe in love after love?
Ljubiram privešte felicira. Alo, alo, sam tijel Picasso, cijelom zatim. Šize moji, da se štin uz červeni. Prej se pleća, numa, numa jej, numa, numa jej, numa, numa, numa jej. Kipu další, drago sradnej, grani bez te oki play. Maja hi, maja hu, maja ha, maja ha, maja hi, maja hu, maja ha, maja ha. Alo, alo, sam tijel Picasso, cijelom zatim. Šize moji, da se štin uz červeni. Prej se pleća, numa, numa jej, numa, numa jej, numa, numa, numa jej. Kipu další, drago sradnej, grani bez te oki play. Maja hi, maja hu, maja ha, maja ha, maja hi, maja hu, maja ha, maja ha. Prej se pleća, numa, numa jej, numa, numa jej, numa, numa, numa jej. Kipu další, drago sradnej, grani bez te oki play.
I'm friends with the monster inside of my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. They're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy.
I wanna fame with another cover of Newsweek. Oh well, cause the beggars can be choosy. Wanted to receive attention for my music. Wanna be left alone and public will excuse me. For one of my cake and needed two. When I both face fame made me a balloon. When my ego inflated, when I blew see, it was confusing. Cause all I wanna do is be the Bruce Lee and loosely. Abusing, used it as a tool when I blew steam. Ooh, hit the lottery, oh wee. But what I gave it to get was bittersweet. Like winning and use me. Ironic cause I'm getting so huge. I need this ring, got me getting the loose sheep. One sheep, two sheep. Going cuckoo is cool key. But I'm actually with it.
Friends with the monster inside of my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. They're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. Well, it's not fair. Well, it's not fair.
Well, I ain't much of a poet, but I know somebody once told me to seize the moment and don't squander it. Should never know when it all could be over tomorrow, so I keep conjuring. Sometimes I wonder where these thoughts come from.
It wanders, it wanders, and wanders, you lose your mind the way you wander.
Thinking I'm wandering off down yonder and I stumble onto Jeff Van Dondren. Cause I need an interventionist to intervene between me and this monster and save me from myself and all this conflict. Cause if everything I love is killing me and I can't conquer it. My OCD's knocking me in the head, keep knocking. No, it's home, I'm sleepwalking. I'm relaying what the voice on my head said. Don't shoot the messenger, I'm just friends with
the
them.
monster inside of my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. They're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. Well, it's not fair. Well, it's not fair. I'm friends with the monster inside of my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. They're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. Well, it's not fair.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. All I know, all I know. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. All I know, in the end, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my fellas, tip your hats with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my fellas, tip your hats with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my fellas, tip your hats with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my fellas, tip your hats with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my fellas, tip your hats with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my fellas, tip your hats with it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it,
She's a villain, what a sweetest caramel. She's my saint. Think I'm getting butterflies, but it's really something that I made her run away.
No hate, no, baby, I'm the reason why heaven's so hot. Unfair, no, baby, I'm the reason why bed's so fun. Hell's so hot, oh so.
She's a villain, what a sweetest caramel. She's my saint. Think I'm getting butterflies, but it's really something that made her run away.
No hate, no, baby, I'm the reason why heaven's so hot. Unfair, no, baby, I'm the reason why bed's so fun. Hell's so hot, oh no hate, no, baby, I'm the reason why heaven's so hot. Unfair, no, baby, I'm the reason why bed's so fun. Hell's so hot, oh so hot. You were gonna come to me, and here you are. But you better choose carefully. 'Cause I'm capable of anything, and everything. Make me your Aphrodite. Make me your one and only. But the heart, make me your enemy, your enemy, your enemy. So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Baby, do you dare do this? 'Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for a perfect storm? Just want your mind. There's no going back. Mark my words, this life will make you levitate like a bird without a cage. Down to earth, if you choose to walk away, don't walk away. It's in the palm of your hand now, baby. It's a yes or a no, baby. So just be sure before you give it up to me. Give it up to me. So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Baby, do you dare do this? 'Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for a perfect storm? Just want your mind. There's no going back. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Oh, I should be running. Oh, you keep me coming for ya.
Land in Miami, the air was hot from summer rain, sweat dripping off me before I even knew her name. La, la, la. It felt like ooh la la la, yeah. Oh, sapphire moonlight, we danced for hours in the sun, tequila sunrise. Her body fit right in my hands. La la la.
Cause I know it's been a long time coming, don't you let me fall. Oh, how your lips undress me, hooked on your tongue. Oh, Lord, your kisses got me, don't stop. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya. But every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Oh, I should be running. Oh, you know I love it when you call me señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave ya. But every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Oh, I should be running. Oh, you keep me coming for ya. Call my name, I'll be coming for ya. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. Doopy 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 yeah yeah. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. I don't need your love. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. Doopy 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 yeah yeah. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. I don't need your doopy 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 doop boop boop. Doopy 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 yeah yeah. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. I don't need your love. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. Doopy 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 yeah yeah. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. I don't need your love anymore. I don't need you here by my side no more, no, no. And when I feel your love deep inside, I will forget, oh yeah. So don't you dare come knocking on my door when you need someone to hold. Every door and window is closed. I can live without your love. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. Doopy 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 yeah yeah. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. I don't need your love. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. Doopy 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 yeah yeah. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. I don't need your doopy 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 doop boop boop. Doopy 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 yeah yeah. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. I don't need your love. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. Doopy 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 yeah yeah. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. I don't need your love is cold, yeah. I don't need your love is cold, yeah. I don't need doopy 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 doop boop boop. Doopy 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 yeah yeah. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. I don't need your love. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. Doopy 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 yeah yeah. Doopy 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 doop boop boop. I don't need your love anymore. the love, but I lost all the bite. Your little piece of heaven, your little piece of heaven. I know there's something in the wake of your smile. I get a notion from the look in your eyes. You've built the love, but I lost all the bite. Your little piece of heaven. There's too dark. Listen to your heart. When they're calling for you, listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. Sometimes you wonder if this fight is worthwhile. The precious moments are all lost in the tide. They're swept away, and nothing is what it seems. The feeling of belonging to your dreams. Listen to your heart. When they're calling for you, listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. And there are voices that wanna be heard. So much to mention, but you can't find the word. The sense of magic, the beauty that's been when love was wilder than the wind. Listen to your heart. When it's calling for you, listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. You tell him goodbye. You tell him goodbye. You tell him goodbye. You tell him goodbye.
You didn't walk up with a how you doing when he came in. He said there's a lot of girls I can do it, but I can't wait. I knew him forever in a minute. That summer night, and how fast as he got Milo in him, he got me feeling like ooh. I knew it when I met him. I loved him when I left him. Got me feeling like ooh. And then I had to tell him I had to go. Oh na 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 na. Havana, ooh na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh na na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na na na. Oh, but my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, ooh na na. Just graduated fresh on campus. Fresh out East Atlanta with no manners, damn. Bump on her bumper like a traffic jam. Ay, I was good to pay that girl like Uncle Sam. Back it on me, shawty craving on me, get to eating on me. She waited on me, shawty kicking on me, got the bacon on me. This is sister in the making on me. Point blank, close range, that beat. If it gets a million, that's me. I was getting moolah, baby. Havana, ooh na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh na na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na na na. Oh, but my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, ooh na Havana, ooh na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh na na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na na na. Oh, but my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, ooh na na. Havana, ooh na na. Trick, oh rag on, come big gaga. I got a little bit too much. All of the people start to rush by. A dizzy twisted dance, can't find my drink or man. Where are my keys? I lost my phone. Hearts go in on the floor. I love this record, baby, but I can't see straight anymore. It cool.
reason be. Roses have thorns, they say, and we're all getting lost tonight. What's going on the floor? I love this record, baby, but I can't see straight anymore. Keep it cool, what's the name of this club? I can't remember, but it's just dance, gonna be okay. Do-do-do-do, just dance, when my record plays. Do-do-do-do, just dance, gonna be okay. Do-do-do, dance, 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 just dance, gonna be okay. Do-do-do, dance, 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 just dance, gonna be okay. Do-do-do, dance, 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 just what's going on the floor? Keep it cool, what's the name of this club?
You know you can call me if you need someone. I'll pick up the pieces if you come undone. Painting stars up on your ceiling 'cause you wish that you could find some feeling, yeah, yeah. You know you can call me if you need someone. I need you to hold on. Heaven is a place not too far away. We all know I should be the one to say we all make mistakes. Take my hand and hold on. Tell me everything that you need to say. 'Cause I know how it feels to be someone. Feels to be someone who loses their way. You're looking for answers in a place unknown. Yeah. You need the connection, but you can't get close. No. Painting stars up on your ceiling 'cause you wish that you could find some feeling, yeah, yeah. You know you can call me if you need someone. I need you to hold on. Heaven is a place not too far away. We all know I should be the one to say we
see any sort of news on this play. This screams out pump and dump. And the reason why it screams out pump and dump is because when we have no volume, no volume, no volume, no volume, no volume, and then a straight up spike, usually that's from someone with some sort of following alerting that play, saying, hey, everyone, let's go buy this play at the same time. Hey, everyone, let's go ahead and jump in on this play at the same time. Hey, everyone, let's get involved right here, right now. So JCE, just a little heads up, I would just be very careful on that one just because there's not any volume, no news on the play, and the stock just randomly shot straight on up. So S&P 500, and also let's go through our top gainers on the penny stock world. Penny stock world, what do we got? All right, BTB.